did they go? Go, man. You, man. It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. We got some things to address, man. I know y'all used to having night court. We having day court today. We having day court today. We're going to talk about some things that need to be addressed, man. Man. It's a lot going on in battle rap, man. A whole lot going on in battle rap. As a result of that, man, I couldn't help but to actually got to do a live on these things, man. Got to address some things, man. Y'all got to hit in the real, man. So we gonna have day court. Yeah, we gonna have day court. We got some charges we want to put on people. So we gonna have day court today, man. Y'all know how this go. I know we usually do night court. And I always say that I'm gonna make it my business to start being more active and doing that like I used to. But man, it's a lot of time consuming in this, man. But I'm gonna make it my business to get a couple of these out. I'm making my business to get a couple of these out, man, because we definitely got a lot to talk about when it comes to battle rap and what's going on in the world also. Not just battle rap. Y'all know what we do at night court. Well, it ain't night court. y'all know y'all know what we do when it come to this stuff. It ain't night court, but y'all know what we do when it come to this. So basically what happens is this, if people continue to come in, just to remind y'all of how this go. So we gonna have day court today. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all got a lot of charges y'all want to bring on people. You got a lot of complaints, a lot of things going on, man, because this the world we living in. So it never rests. It never sleep. And as a result of it never resting and never sleeping, there's a lot of things that goes on all over the world. So at Battle Truth Court, it ain't just about battle rap. It's about anything. It could be your mama. It could be your boyfriend. It could be your kids. It could be somebody you don't know. It could be something that's happening around the world, any current events, not just battle rap. It could be religious matters. Whatever petition you have that you want to present before the one united front, which is the jury, who actually paying attention to what's being said. If you have any complaints, any petition, I'm gonna put the link in. You can come up and put a charge on somebody. It's definitely going to be what's the word I'm looking for? Cross-examine. Yeah, we're gonna cross-examine whatever your claim is. And if you got a legitimate claim and the One United Front, which is the brothers and sisters in the audience that support the channel, if they feel you got a good argument and claim, the first 12 people that vote yes, your case will be passed through, and I'll do a blog on your behalf pertaining to your claim. But if they feel you wasting our time, the first 12 people who vote no, you will not get a blog in on your behalf, and you're going to have to pay a fine for wasting our time. So don't come up here wasting our time. Make sure you have a legitimate argument about whatever it is that you have a claim against, and make sure you know how to argue your claim. So with that being said, man, it's a lot going on. The URL released some documentations and paperwork on Easy to Block Captain. Sister Jess, if you don't mind putting up the screenshot, let's go over some of this stuff and break it down, because I want to put some charges on the URL, and I also want to put some charges on Jay Black. I want to put charges on the URL, and I'm putting charges on Jay Black. And that's what I'm opening day court up on. I'm opening it up on that. So I will be bringing charges on the URL, and I will be bringing charges on Jay Black, and we finna actually go in depth on this. You got that? You got them screenshots ready so we can go in depth on this and talk about some of these things?
So I do have them, but just give me 1 second, and I'm gonna pull them up. We'll
Yeah.
get to it.
Yeah, because we're going to
But
talk
yeah, what's
about
going
some
on with
things.
you?
Shouts out to everybody in the chat, man. Shouts out to Luke Kane. Shouts out to True. Shouts out to Know the Ledge. Shouts out to Cam. Shouts out to Andre Williams. Andre Williams, silly. Shouts out to Sore Loser. Shouts out to Latoya. Shouts out to Daytanian. Wasn't that a 3 Musketeer? Wasn't one of the 3 Musketeers named that? What one of the 3 Musketeers name? That name come from the 3 Musketeers, don't it? Oh, it's a brother with that name too. Like, like I don't know what type of statement you making, bro. Like, like what you trying to say? Like, what type of statement you making? Why would you name yourself after a white man? Like, why would you name yourself after a white man, bro? Like, you free to change your name and say what you want to be called. You're free to do that now, right? So, if I ain't mistaken, that is a 3 Musketeer. One of the 3 Musketeers was named D'Artagnan. Latoya, what's going on, beautiful? What's going on, Philip? What's going on, Michael Moore, my man? You do know you spelled your name wrong, right? You do know you spelled Michael wrong, like. Just in case you missed a few. You missed a few vowels. you you spelled that name wrong. Shouts out to Dre Too Much. I'm still salty at you though, bro. Don't think you got away with nothing. I'm still salty at you, bro. You you already know, bro. You already know, man. I used to have a lot of love for you, bro. You played me, but I'm a very forgiving man. I ain't gonna even hold no grudges, man. Shouts out to you. It is what it is. Norman, my guy, man. That's my guy right there. Shouts out to you, Norm. My man, my man. Shouts out to you. Benny, what's going on? And Dolomite. Willie Dolomite. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get off into this though, man. Yeah, we gotta cover some things, man, and talk about some things going on in battle rap, man. Y'all know Easy the Block Captain, URL, and them firing at each other, man. And as a result of them firing at each other, it's a lot of lies being said. They act like we don't know. They act like we ain't been following. They acting like we don't know what's taking place and what's going on. They think they could just say anything and we supposed to believe it. Absolutely not. Man, where my damn gavel? Where my dang? How I forget my damn gavel? Excuse me, how you gonna have night court without a gavel? And what is taking what is taking what is taking my secretary so long with the paperwork, with the documentation? See, that's why you don't hire. That's why you don't hire people because they don't look
No,
at
you
it as a
cannot
job.
delete it.
They
Can
don't.
you hear me?
They what you say?
My internet's acting slow. Hold on a second. You can hear me clear?
Yeah, I hear you clear. Like I was saying, y'all. That's why you don't hire people and family when it comes to your job. Hire people you don't know who may not know you, that take you serious to the point that they know they can't try nothing because they ain't gonna get away with it. Cause man, when you be hiring, when you be hiring people you know and things like that, they don't look at it as a job. They looking at it as a favor. Like they look at it like you entitled to do this, like you owe them or something. Like, man, you remember all the times I used to lie for you? You remember when you used to borrow stuff from me before you came up? Remember how things were before you started making money and you didn't really have nothing and I used to look out for you? That's what people be trying to remind me of. All the time they used to look out for me. Like, remember all the time they used to look out for me. Like, remember all the time we used to look out for you? Remember when you barely ate? You remember when you when you used to wear our hand-me-downs? You remember that? Yeah, I remember that. Y'all didn't never give me nothing fresh. Why you gave me what was already tore up and stinking? Because I ain't have much. So why the hell this ain't no favor? Act like they did me a favor. How you did me a favor? Let me eat the rest of what was on your plate you couldn't eat. How's that a favor for me? wait. How is that a favor for me? You what if you wanted to eat it all? Then you wouldn't have been looking out at all now, would you? how you looked out for me, giving me what you couldn't finish? That ain't looking out for me. How you looking out for me? Allow me to wear something you can't fit no more, or what you messed up. That wasn't looking out for me. You can't wear it no more, and you didn't outward. They thought they did, thinking they did something for me. That's why I got this chip on my shoulder. That's why I think I'm better than y'all now. Look, that's why I think I'm better than y'all now. Hell. You ain't do me no favor. How the hell you do me a favor? Let me sleep on the bed. Let me sleep on the floor. That ain't doing me no favor. Why couldn't I sleep on the couch? Okay, I was thinking. I ain't have a place to go. But it's just a couch. You can replace it. You can replace it. Yeah. Why couldn't I sleep in the bed? Okay, I may have wet the bed a few times. We family, so hell. How's you looking out for me? Hell. You know you ain't really family when you gotta ask to come in. They don't really look at you as family when you gotta ask to come in. Even though we real blood family, we real blood. Our mamas is sisters. Our fathers is brothers. Why I'm knocking on your door to come in? And why I still can't come in if your mama and them gone? I don't think that's real family. I know real family. Real family ain't got to knock on the door. I don't knock on my brothers and sisters them door. I walk straight in. I don't knock on my uncle and them door. That's when you know real family. You ain't real family if you got to knock. You ain't real family if you ain't got the freedom to walk around the house. You ain't real family if they telling you to go no further than the living room. That's not real family if you got to ask for some water. That's not real family. It's not real family. It's not real family. Hell. Thinking they did me a favor. They ain't do me no favor. Hell, talking about, remember all the times I let you eat off my plate? Right, because you was full. You was full. You didn't share the plate. You didn't share the plate when you first got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he had 3-4 spoons left. Like you did me a favor. Anyway, so easy to blocking the URL and them. You know what? Sometimes I don't even like helping these people, man. I really don't like helping these people sometimes because they two-faced it. Let's just be real. All the help and advice we've been given easy, he two-faced it. You know, for the most part, I'm going to keep it 100. Okay, I see you. For the most part, I'm going to keep it 100. He don't want beef with URL. He want to be back on the URL. That's why if you really think about it, he ain't really saying nothing bad about the URL. He ain't really going hard as he could go or should go, even though they trying to do damage control on him. They don't like, look, they hate him. They hate him so bad right now, they don't care about destroying themselves. They didn't threw their reputation away. They exposed all their hands. That's how bad they hate him right now. They hate him so bad right now, they don't care about hurting themselves just so that he can feel it. I'm just keeping it 100. And I'm and I'm gonna keep it real, man. It's like I like what Easy doing, but I don't like what he doing. Because he not doing it like he should do it. He trying to be careful. He trying to be careful, like, and I don't mean careful in a way where which you don't want to make a mistake of something being illegally or legally used against you type stuff. He being careful to the point where he trying to spare feelings when they literally trying to destroy him. I don't like that type of stuff. Like, bro, ain't nowhere in the world, man, I'm finna take it easy with these brothers, seeing what these guys literally trying to do to me. I'm not finna be easy with them like that, bro. When they literally making it their business to destroy you. When they let it be known out the gate, this whole thing was to destroy you. Like, come on, y'all, let's be honest.
Right.
They actually, hold on, I'm getting text messages right now from people.
I got everything set up, by the way. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. I just got some good news. Through my phone from the Money Team Battle League. Yeah, y'all thought that was gone. It's not gone. Something big is happening, taking place. Something big is happening and take place that's gonna hit this whole community. So they just text me. I just got some good news. So anyway, besides that, I heard you, sis. You said you got it up. I see it down there. But I don't like the fact that these brothers actually making it their business to really destroy this man. He know they trying to destroy him in every way. They had listen, man. Again, how dirty is this? How dirty is these brothers to actually? They had it set up and arranged that they was going to pull out of his event less than 48 hours of the event. At the same time, writing for another event to take place on the day of his event with the same battle rapper. You telling me that's not shifty and beyond dirty? And should we even let them off the hook? Should we even let the battle rappers off the hook? Even again to something like that? No, that this is y'all peers. It's like He not only taking a stand for himself, he also taking a stand for y'all to actually have freedom also and independence, and to take control over y'all careers and to do the right things also. And that's why they fighting so hard for him not to be successful, because what it does is bring awareness to y'all careers and open y'all eyes to the point that y'all see the potential in what he doing. Now, we going to talk about some of this paperwork, but that's the thing I don't like. That's the thing that's shifty, bro. That's beyond shifty. But that go to show you the malicious intent behind their actions. And then they release this terrible statement trying to make it seem like they stand up and professional and the most respected. No, they're terrible because it's not true. Again, you act like you speaking to people who don't know what's going on. You act like you speaking to us when we like we don't see what's going on. Absolutely not. We know everything going on because they make it public for us to know so we can argue on their behalf, especially when somebody is being wrong. So they definitely know that. And what I don't like about Easy is you trying to take it easy on them. You either gonna be a boss or you not. Because you can't say it, but then you don't operate that way. And I don't like that part right there. Because you clearly see what they doing. And I know you trying to save face, but they didn't hurt you in every way possible and still, listen, let me tell you something. And still trying to hurt you. Not only financially, but also emotionally. Also physically. I don't mean this in no disrespect, bro, but I got to give it to you in the raw. You do know they giving, you do know who they working on, right? Let me say this one more time for you, brother, because you got to know this. You do know who they working on, right? And I'm going to just say it like this, just out of respect. Not even so much for her, but for you. And you know what rhymes with that, right? Yeah, you do. Yeah. To hit you here. To hit you there, right where it hurts. Because that's what happened when people maliciously is against you. It gets personal. It gets personal. In any way that could affect you, it gets personal. And they have made it personal against you. Facts. Now, we're going to go out into this documentation and paperwork. We're going to read some of the things that's on here. Yeah, that's true, LaToya. I can't find my gavel. That's terrible.
I thought you had more than one.
It was on the floor. It was on the floor. And I'm like 3-4 gavels behind. Let me catch up. No. No. Hold on. That went for easy. Because like I said, bro, I'm trying real hard because I just don't like when people get dead wrong. I'm one of the ones, I'm for the underdogs. I like going for the underdogs, and I hate bullies. I can't stand bullies. So when a person being mistreated, I just want to be on their defense. But it's kind of hard to be on the defense of a guy who claimed to be a block captain and a soldier and a leader and a baller when you ain't moving like that. Like, man, why you sparing their feelings? Let me tell you something, bro. They going to book you again. They got to book you again. They got to do that. Guess what the URL, listen, guess what the URL is finding out the hard way. They were so arrogant, so prideful, so cocky. Guess what they finding out the hard way? That they not the biggest thing in battle rap when it comes to the battle rap superstars.
Right.
Let me tell you that. They not the biggest thing in battle rap when it comes to being the battle rap superstars. See, they thought they was, till one got away at his prime, in his prime of his career as a superstar. See, most stay too long to when they already used up to the point that they can't make a stand and be effective. This was entirely different. He left in the height of his prime to the point where he actually can go against them and nothing they can do can really hurt him. Because when it comes to battle rap, the URL don't make the stars. You know who make the stars in battle rap? We do. The people do. If we don't like you, you ain't hot. You ain't popping. You not relevant. The URL don't control our channels. They can't make us, they can't tell us what to do. They can't tell us to blog on you. Well, they control some other people's channels, and that's another reason why I got to put Jay Black on charges. I'm putting 3 charges out today. I'm putting a charge on Easy for having a name that he not actually standing on to some degree. I'm putting a charge on a URL for their malicious acts and attacks and the dirty business they doing. I'm putting a charge on Jay Black for claiming to be a Philly native and representative, and yet you still ain't did a recap on this Reed and Philly battle. I mean, this Reed and Philly battle against Easy the Block Captain, and we know why. We know you got that call. We know what you was told. We know you're trying to figure out a way of how to do it so that it won't look so obvious. We know that. We know you wasn't in the building like you was supposed to been. Seeing that Philly now have a voice again, seeing how long it's been since Philly been relevant in battle rap. And now since Philly is once again relevant in battle rap, have a voice in a movement that's now starting to grow. For you to be the #1 battle rap blogger in Philly and arguably in this community, to not actually the result of actually proving and exposing exactly what we've been saying all along, that you've been trying to reject, that you controlled, you owned. You don't have the right over your brand. You don't have the right over your name. You don't have the right to your channel. And what's sad about this, that you can't deny, we know you want to be involved. We know you wanted to be there front and center. We know that you wanted to bring him up there to actually have a seat and talk about it. So you got to show fake love. On one hand, behind the scene, you love Easy, but you're not allowed to publicly show it on your channel because you controlled and owned, and they watching, and it's you better not now. See, now it's you better nots. You better not. Now you got to be reminded. You dare not. See how that go? So you got to show fake love on the side. Sort of like the ARP situation. You on man, see, I don't want to take away from my blog too, because I actually did a blog on this. I meant to release it today, but I didn't release it. This is another reason why I got to go live on it also and talk about it. You said live that ARP was your friend. You said that. You said ARP and Shota was good friends of yours. ARP made an announcement, for the most part, subliminally hitting on leaving battle rap. Yet that man never once sat beside you on champion. We know why. But yet you want to tell it to us that you control it, that you can do whatever you want to do. And the URL have no control over champion. That's what you told us. That's what you tried to sell it us. You told us you own it, you run it, it's yours, you can do what you want. You haven't recapped that Easy to Block Captain and Read Dollar battles yet. You haven't invited ARP to have a sit down with you yet. And you call that man your friend. Come on, brother. No. No, 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 no. 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 That's terrible, bro. And it's a fact. And it's a fact. We understand it and we know why. And we know why. Now, with that being said, let's get to these documentations and paperwork also. But before I do that, dang, I need my notebook, man. We got to vote. I got to get my notebook. We got to do some voting today. We have a night court today, and we putting charges on people, man. So again, if y'all got cases and any complaints and any arguments, you want to state your argument, your claim, and complaint on what's going on in the world, what's going on in battle rap, what may be going on, period. As long as you have a legitimate case by which the One United Front, which is the people in the comments, hear it, I'm going to cross-examine you along with my co-host if we feel some things may be a little off or we may question some things. If the One United Front feel that you have a legitimate case, the first 12 votes that says yes, as a result of them voting, we'll pass your case. I'll do a blog on your behalf. If not, the first 12 no's from the One United Front, your case will be dismissed and you will have to pay a fine for wasting our time. So make sure before y'all come up here, you ain't playing no games and you ain't wasting our time. If you have a legitimate argument, then we will hear your case. And we welcome you to come up. And matter of fact, I'm going to put the link down here. We have in court today. It's a lot of things we need to address. I'm just telling you what it is. So, we're going to get off into this stuff, man. Again, with that being said, I got a link up in there. We're going to go through these documentations and paperwork. Okay, so let me take this off. According to the paperwork, let me open this up so I can read it. According to the paperwork, this is what it reads. URL transformed battle rap from an art form to a sport. In doing so, URL created and invested into a system that allowed for artists to monetize their talents and have thriving careers as battle rappers. The bond between URL and its artists is cemented by legally binding agreements. These agreements work both ways. URL provides a platform for its artists and markets their product. Hold on, I gotta see this. Prodigious talents. In return, the artist, Jeff, could you open it up some? The writing is real little.
This is as big as it can go. We're gonna have to.
Okay, okay, okay. Hold on.
Where you
Let
at?
me
Where you at?
hold on. Let me see. Okay, okay, I got it. In
Okay.
return, the artist offers services to URL for which they are paid. Our deals comply with the law. Hold on, that red TMZ thing in a way. Hold on. Our deal comply with the law to the period. They are fair. Byproduct of negotiations and entered into by the artists of their own free will. Hold on, I want to speak on some of these things. I want to go back a little bit, and I want to break this down and narrate some of this as I go back. Okay, let's take it back from the top. I want to say some things because there's a lot of things in here that's just not true in this statement, right? So when it says this, right, the bond between URL and this artist is cemented by legally binding agreements. Legally binding agreements. So they trying to say that they contracts are legally binding and legit. Okay, so some of the things we know about their contracts is this: that there's no guarantees by which monetary income is being exchanged that they have in writing that's basically promised. That's not in those contracts. We know that for a fact. Well, it may be in some other person contracts, but for the majority, for the most of the artists, such as Easy the Black Captain. Remember, Easy the Black Captain let it be known. He said he do not owe the URL any money. He owed them 2 years time. He only owed them time because the contract did not promise any money at all. And a lot of battle rappers is clear on this, that they have no guarantees. Remember, we walked through your honor stuff. No guarantee money. So Easy had a 5-year deal. He was signed, according to them, since 2020. He did 3, bailed out. He only owed 2 more years of his time, his body, without any monetary guarantees. So, Jess, we were talking earlier about some of this, right?
Yeah.
So what was you telling me about that so the people could hear you clear?
What a legal binding contract is. So
Okay.
there's 6 components that makes a contract legally binding. Okay. Number 1, there needs to be an offer and an acceptance. Okay. That's self-explanatory. Then 2, there needs to be what the court calls consideration, which is each party must give something of value, whether it's money, goods, or services, in exchange for something of value to the other party. Okay, if that's not present, it's not legally binding. And then 3rd, intention to create legal regulation, which means they acknowledge somewhere in the contract that this is a legal document, and that the party, if it's breached, any one of the parties can pursue legal action. 4th is called capacity, and that's when the parties must have legal capacity to understand the contract, like basically have a sound mind and a legal age in order to enter into the contract. Okay, so they have to be capable of being legally of age or intelligence. 5th, they have to be legally. There has to be a legal purpose, and that is the contract must not involve any illegal activity or against public policy. So it has to be a lawful contract. Okay, so prostitution is a no. Okay, so, but that's what it's talking about. And then the final one is consent. Both parties must give their genuine and voluntary consent into the terms of the contract. In order for any contract to be legally binding, all 6 have to be present. Okay, and you can expound on that if you like.
Okay. Now, going into this documentation, I like how it's worded here. It says the bond between URL and its artist is cemented by legally binding agreements. These agreements work both ways. Pay attention. URL provides a platform for its artists and markets their prodigious talents. In turn, the artist offers service to URL for which they are paid. Now, I want to talk about this because they slide and force this in here. Look what it says. The URL provides a platform for its artists and markets their prodigious talents. Now, here's the problem. How are they marketing the battle rapper talent on the app when they get no exposure? They no longer is on YouTube. And we know that these words is put here, but not actually for them. This is selected based upon relationship. For instance, every time they do the BET, who's the ones invited to the BET? NWX. It always been NWX. DNA, K-Shine. DNA, T-Top. DNA, K-Shine, T-Top. It's always NWX. I wonder why. Even to the point they scammed BET. Come on, man. We're going to talk about it, man. Bro, they scammed BET. They scammed them. Everybody know except BET, NWX is a crew. And there's no disrespect to NWX, but I got to keep it real. I got to be battle truth, and I got to tell the truth. They scammed BET. When they had the contest, you putting K-Shine and DNA to battle for money, and they partners. Like, really. Same thing with the Rum Nitty and the Geechee Gotti for the 100,000. Then you throw a four-way tournament. You throw a four-way tournament with the battle rappers. You choose DNA and T-Top and Geechee Gotti and Shotgun Suge. Those are two NWX members. And guess what it came down to who winning? NWX. So you scamming BET, making it seem like this is a legitimate rap contest, when in reality it's not. You selecting it, and keep in mind who doing this. Beasley. Let me tell y'all something. This for the people who really know what's going on. This for the people who really understand the history of battle rap and know the relationships. Smack is mainly responsible for both Dot Mob and Cave Gang. That's for the most part. Smack relationship with them. Now, don't get me wrong. When it comes to Dot Mob, for the most part, it's Smack and Beasley. But for the most part, it was Smack first. Okay? But it's also Smack and Beasley to some degree. But for the most part, it's Smack first. So Smack, for the most part, is heavily involved with that Cave Gang Dot Mob. Beasley, heavily involved in NWX. Remember, that's when I used to do the Beasley House thing with the NWX them. Remember, I used to show K-Shine them all over there, T-Top, Big T, DNA them, how they used to always be at Beasley out. So Beasley was heavily involved in NWX. So when Beasley with the BET, that's why NWX is always involved in the BET Cash Money giveaway. That's not, they don't market the other battle rappers for that. They do not market the other battle rappers for that at all. We know before Surf left, they was pushing and marketing Surf. He was the spokesperson. See, they use that word, but it's a lie. That word is selected to the small few that they personally deal with. And we know some of those advantages that May was given to NWX was probably also because of the DNA Harry relationship. We're not going to play these games. So when they say they marketing the artists, how was you marketing them? How? Y'all ain't on YouTube. They on the app. What marketing is taking place on the app? None. Oh, let me guess. Well, you on the app, so that's considered marketing because you're on the app. It's not marketing. Stop it. We're not gonna play them games. Those are strategic lies in paperwork, worded very fine to make it appear professionally, when in reality it's not. That's a bold-faced lie. Marketing who? Stop it, man. Stop it. So that's what he says. So they provide a platform for its artists and market their prodigious talents. In turn, the artists offer services to URL for which they are paid. Okay, that's another understatement that they are definitely making. And you know what's crazy? Now I hear Verb them all on Spaces them finally repeating everything I've been saying. Finally repeating everything I've been saying, trying to get the credit for it. What did I say? Who write the raps? Who perform it? Ain't the leagues. What happened when you don't do good? How do that work for you? Let's just keep it 100. The name of the system is to get you for less and maximize you for as much as they can. They have destroyed brothers' careers as a result of this. I can go from the abs to the twerks to the chest, and the same thing was finna happen with Easy the Block Captain. That was the same thing finna happen with Easy the Block Captain. The same exact thing. They get you. Once the battle rap community like you, the battle rap community make you the star. The bloggers make you the star. The battle rap community make you a star. Now that you are a star, now that you are a hot commodity, now that you are in high demand, what happens is they hide your value in your worth. As a result of hiding your value in your worth, what now happens is they can tell you your value and worth. You will never see the numbers. That's what they put so hard against Easy, because they didn't want him to see the numbers. They didn't want him to see the numbers. They didn't want him to get an idea of the worth, of his worth and value, and how they had been capitalizing off of him as being one of those superstars. So they pushed real hard to try to destroy the event so that he wouldn't see the numbers. Like I told all the battle rappers, you at least got to see the numbers. When they did the Strike 2.5, remember that? When it came out that the URL and them had made millions of dollars off them, what happened? Conquer and divide and conquer. They divided the battle rappers just so that they can continue to conquer them. They chose the selective few powerhouses, agreed to pay them, but destroyed the unity of the movement that actually empowered them, so they all wouldn't be comfortable. Divide and conquer. You use them. And I'm going to tell you something. That was one of the reasons why me and T-Top don't see eye to eye to this day. Because if y'all remember that Strike 2.5, who did they call out? They said Battle Truth and Angry Fan. They needed Battle Truth, Angry Fan, and Piper Boy to actually be the representative behind that movement. And we started pushing it. And less than 24 hours later, It had us looking a damn fool. It had us looking a damn fool because they had signed backdoor deals. T-Top. And then they put Hitman Holla on the front street to take the fall, when Hitman Holla actually came to their aid. That's a fact. That's a fact. If anybody know it. Y'all know I ain't finna cap. And I ain't finna phony kick it for none of them dudes. And Sister Jess, you probably didn't know nothing about that because you wasn't around. But that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
The blockout didn't even last for 24 hours because they cut backdoor deals behind the scene. And then they turned their back on the other battle rappers who wasn't as relevant as they was. That's what they did to them. So they backdoored the rest of the battle rappers and left Hitman to take the fall. And then they used us bloggers to actually give it the attention that was needed to force the URL hand to actually make a decision. And they know I go hard. Wasn't nobody dropping 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them things until I came around. It wasn't active like that in battle rap blogging. These brothers was only blogging maybe once a week. I got to dropping 2, 3, 4, 5 of them things daily, pushing it like dope. And force people's hand to be active in battle rap blogging. Everybody know the truth. Everybody know the truth. They never saw that much energy, traction, and tension like that before in battle rap blogging. That was unheard of. I started making them competitive. I started making them compete. So they had to keep up with me. And T-Top and them in that Strike 2.5 went on air and called me out to actually be a voice for them in that movement. That's a fact. Nobody could deny that. So they divided and conquered the battle rappers to stop them from being unified, to use their senses and come up with a good plan so that they all could be provided for. So they chose a selective few that was willing to sell out the rest of them, and they left the Hitman for the fall. That's one of the reasons why the URL don't really rock with Hitman to this day, because Hitman is a threat by opening brothers' eyes to wanting to do better business for themselves, what you seeing Easy doing, and they despise Hitman for that ever since that time. That is a fact. That is a fact. Hitman came on air even talking about it. They left that brother out to dry. When that man ain't even had to come in to put his brand, his reputation, and his career on the line to actually aid and assist them, and they abandoned that dude when he the one that was coming to help them. That's exactly what happened. That was exactly what happened. And I called him out on it. And matter of fact, if you go to the Geechee Gotti and T-Top battle, go watch that battle. Geechee Gotti even address it and bring it up. We're not going to play these games. See this real talk. I'm going to talk respectably, but I'm also give it to you in the raw that nobody could deny it. Same thing happened with the Midwest movement. What happened with the Midwest movement? It was the biggest movement to ever happen in battle rap that opened up the whole entire different coast to battle rap, to the point Smack got rich. Smack got rich off the Midwest movement. Make no mistake about it. That Midwest movement opened up every region in the country and made it popular and attractive to be involved in. And it brought a lot of attention because it was heavy competition where battle rap actually meant something. Where you from meant something. Taking a loss meant something. And you wanted to come with your best because you know you were going up against others who were coming with their best. And where you from mattered because you were representing that whole entire region. And what happened? it took the URL by storm because they wasn't prepared for it. Remember, the URL don't make the battle rapper, the people do. When the people gravitated and got around that movement, the URL was trying to regulate it. It exploded out of nowhere. It took everybody off guard. It took everybody off guard. And I'm going to tell you the real Verb sold them out just like T-Top sold them out on the Strike 2.5. They can hate me all they want. I don't care. I'm going to tell you the truth of what happened. If you don't believe it, go to the Verb versus X Factor battle, and you will hear that rundown on that. Not only that, I think, okay, let me see just how smart y'all people are and how far y'all go in battle rap. Do y'all remember when Verb, he did an interview? Who he do an interview with? I forgot who that interview was with. But I'm going to say something. Let me see if y'all reminded of this. In that interview, he basically was admitting he lost that X Factor battle because X Factor exposed him on being a snake. He literally said that out of his mouth. He said, and he didn't lie because I am a snake. And when he exposed me for being the snake and betraying the Midwest movement, that destroyed it. That destroyed it. Look, I know this because I'm from the Midwest. And I want it so bad for us to beat New York. See, let me tell you something, man. A lot of things they hide and sweep under the rug. I'm so glad I got a voice now in battle rap. I'm so glad I get to actually clear the air out on a lot of this stuff that was swept under the rug that they hide and do not want to make clear. Let me tell you something. In that Midwest movement, I'm going to tell y'all something real. The URL was not prepared and didn't expect that the Midwest had that much fire dominating talent. New York was always respected as the Mecca of battle rap and rap, period. That's a culture. Let's just be honest. New York is the culture for rap. That's their real culture. Just like how California with that gang banging, that's a lifestyle for them. That's their culture. Rap is New York culture. Look, everything go with that. The way they dress, the way they talk, graffiti, all that go, that's a real culture. They pride themselves on that. Now, with that being said, in that movement, URL was not ready and they was afraid of what happened because it was out of their control. And what was crazy about the Midwest movement is it was took on the road. It was being taken on the road. It wasn't just a URL thing. Those brothers were freelancing, going all over the United States on many different battle rap leagues, and people was following it. People was following it everywhere they went. And they were bringing thousands and thousands of views on everybody's platform. They were being booked everywhere. And it was out of the URL control. And they needed to regulate it, but they couldn't. It had got so big that they didn't even understand, for the most part, what was going on. So what did the URL do? They cut a deal with Verb to actually sabotage the Midwest movement and start going against the Calicos and X Factors, Hitman Hollers, and Big T's. Yeah. He cut a side deal with them because it was big. They had snatched the power to the point that they could have set up in St. Louis or Detroit and actually been a main focal point in battle rap. Rather than Calico said, come on, Smack, do a battle in here. We ain't gonna kill nobody. They had got so big, so popular, loved both on the East Coast and West Coast, and the South, that they could have set up shop on the Midwest and actually been a main focal point in battle rap. And the URL knew it. Smart, I ain't gonna hold you. Beasley smart. He come from them record labels. What do you have a contract with? Atlanta Record or Arithmetica Records? One of those ones. He was a scouting talent for them. He knew it. So what he do? Same thing they did at the Strike 2.5. Got Verb to agree. Then Verb started going against the Midwest. Now look how they treating them. He could talk all that stuff on Spaces he won't try to make sense, but this is the real fact. That's exactly what happened. If anybody know the history, and again, that's when he came with that slogan. You say my name, they send that bread, I come put blood in your mouth. Man, go to the X Factor battle. Look at it. Watch how he break them down. And watch how Verb respond to it. Like, so what? You think I'm supposed to? Watch how he respond to it. That's when he made that slogan. But then he tried to make it seem like it was about money. Now every man for theyself. He destroyed the movement when the movement was the biggest thing to ever happen in battle rap. And again, one thing that, listen, man, this when I began to respect T-Rex. T-Rex, the only one, kept New York alive. Everybody else was getting murdered. Everybody else was getting slaughtered. And remember, at this time, Mook hadn't came out of retirement. Lux hadn't came out of retirement. Clips hadn't came out of retirement. They hadn't came out of retirement. They made their appearance in Summer Madness 2. Summer Madness 2. Remember, the purpose was to bring the big dogs out to destroy the Midwest movement, and they sabotaged it. They sabotaged them boys. Listen, man, I'm telling y'all what's real. Summer Madness 2, they sabotaged them boys. That's exactly what they did. Calico cheated, and allegedly Rex and them cheated. You get what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. All the heckling and all the things and the stuff, hey, they sabotaged them boys. They stripped them of their power. That's what happened. They bought them out of retirement to destroy them. That's what happened. I watched it play out, play for play. Then I watched how no blogger never covered it. No blogger covered it. Addressed it, talked about it. All the things that was done behind the scene, never did it. Never did it. Let's just be honest. Verb couldn't hardly get through his rounds. Lux cheated on all the time. Remember Calico? If y'all go to the audio and listen to Calico. Listen to Calico arguing with Smackdown like, he can't do that. He can't do that. Y'all can't let him do that. He can't. Listen. You hear them arguing about it. They signed the contract for 3-minute rounds. They knew Lux had 10-minute rounds every round, but held Calico to 3 minutes. Oh, yeah. They set them boys up. I'm telling you what I know. They can play all they want. And I know they might be cool now, and that was a long time ago, but they knew what they was doing. They knew if them brothers opened their eyes and saw what they had, they would threaten them. You think they scared of King of the Dot? You think they scared of RBE? If only Verb them knew just how effective that Midwest movement them was. But see, that's what Beasley knew. And they made sure they reversed it and played them against themselves. I'm trying to tell you, man. I saw it happen. I saw the whole play out. Divide and conquer. They destroyed them brothers. and use Verb to sell out the whole entire Midwest movement. Use T-Top to sell out the Strike 2.5. Same thing they trying to do now to Easy the Block Captain. This is what they do. These always been their tactics. They do some dirty tactics. Let's get back to the paperwork.
Can you hear me, Malachi?
I hear you now.
All right. So before we move to, you got to read further into the documentation, right? I want to just emphasize on the first paragraph. I don't disagree with anything you brought out, but in the first paragraph where it says URL create, so they say basically URL transform battle rap from an art form to a sport. In doing so, URL created and invested into a system that allows artists to monetize their talents. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not, I haven't been here long enough, but if they're talking about caffeine, they're the only ones that were monetizing on the battle rap artists. So they're saying that they invested and created a system to allow artists to monetize their talents. That's like YouTube. YouTube created a platform where people can come on and make money. They'll make money, but then the people that use their platform can also monetize their talents and make money. From what I understand what caffeine is, the only person that's cutting a check and sending it to somebody is caffeine to URL. Unless URL is also giving the artist a piece that we don't know about, I don't think that's happening. So that's a false narrative. And then anybody, and hopefully he can get an attorney to bring that out. Then on top of that,
hold on, facts a little bit too, sis, because for the most part, according to the URL, they don't cut the checks no more. Caffeine cut the checks. Another thing that they stated in there that you just mentioned, that they took battle rap from battle rap and turned it into a sport. But you know what's crazy? If you look into their history, and not too long ago, when P was just not too long ago speaking on either Hip Hop is Real or Angry Fan, they don't even admit that battle rap is a sport. They deny that it's a sport. But in the documentation, you got it written up as a sport. You took it from just rapping to a sport. But they on record on many of occasions saying that it's not even a sport. Just because to make it a sport would mean that you would now have to be more liable, responsible, and more business to the whole entire sport of battle rap.
yep,
Go ahead,
they're
sis.
shooting themselves in the foot and they don't even know it. Their attorneys is just trash. Secondly, and then it says to have a thriving career, and having thriving careers as battle rappers. How can my career as a battle rapper thrive when I'm only I'm basically chained only to this platform ever? And then if I get another opportunity, if I get an opportunity to expand and have my career thrive, I have to turn that thing down because I'm on hold until you guys put me on a card, until you guys want to use me. That's cap. And so hopefully the battle rappers know how to defend themselves. That's false. That's a false narrative. No, they can't. Their careers can't thrive because I'm only bound to you, and you don't do enough shows every year to guarantee that my career can thrive. People will forget about me if you just leave me on the shelf long enough. And so that's false. And again, so they don't get to monetize their talent because I think maybe recently you said now they can take clips from the battle raps and put them on their YouTube channel, but they can't even make money off the battle raps and monetize off the battle raps because it's all URL's property. And when URL wants to release it, then that's who gets money and gets paid off of it. So it's all lies. And then secondly, the bound between URL and its artist is cemented by a legal bonding agreement. Okay, that would be true if, like I said earlier, if there is an exchange of value from both sides. So there's an agreement to work both ways. So URL provides a platform for artists and markets their religious talents, if they're great talents or whatever. So no, you don't. because it's the battle rap artists that have to go on YouTube, have to go on their social media platforms and promote the events to get people to buy tickets, to get an audience at your events, to download the app so that you do have ability to get monetized. So you can monetize off of me, pimp me out off of my followers and off of people that support me to put money into your pockets. So that's a false narrative. So no, you do not provide a platform for artists to market themselves. No, that platform, they're the ones that bring in an audience. And then if they don't promote it, you get upset and you give them a phone call, you give them a text. Why aren't you promoting the event? Because you need their followers to attend and you need their followers support. Secondly, in turn, the artist offers services to URL for which they are paid. No, I don't know if they get paid to promote, to do Twitter spaces and to do all that stuff. They probably don't. The only time they get paid is to actually perform on stage, and you pay them for their performance. And that's about it. But if the performance never gets booked, they don't get paid. So there's no such thing as services. I don't know why there's an S at the end. But that's all I wanted to add on to what you were saying. So you can continue. Malachi, I can't hear you unless that's my volume.
Yeah, that was me. That was me.
Okay, all
Also,
right, go
yeah,
ahead.
in the battle rappers, when they had their little caffeine agreement before they stripped it, and I don't know why they using that, because caffeine took all that away from them. They ain't even got that no more. So they still got these contracts just lying. But even in that, they had to do over 30 hours to receive a pay from caffeine. They had to do like 30 hours a month. You get what I'm saying? To even get that from caffeine. And, it's just a bunch of lies. Let's get back into the contract, because I saw some things and it's terrible. I want to address. Now, watch this. Okay, so more of what they're saying. So our deals comply with the law to the period. That's a lie. They are fair. How is this a fair contract? How is it a fair contract when you're just trying to book as many art? Another thing they do that a lot of people don't know. They book in as many artists as they can, but don't have enough events to actually see. They reconstructed these contracts. Hold on, y'all got to see me when I say this. They reconstructed these contracts. Let me give you an example. They reconstructed these contracts because at first the contracts used to have how many battles they get. But as a result of them signing so many people just to try to stop ARP and King of the Dot and them from having strong events, because having a resume and a legit solid roster plays a big part in the pay-per-views. So what they was doing was booking anybody that they could that had great potential talent, not caring that they didn't produce enough events a year to actually guarantee them money. They didn't care about that. They figured we'll work that out later. So remember, they was booking people, giving them guaranteed battles, but they wasn't getting them. They wasn't getting the battles because they wasn't producing enough events. So they had all these battle rappers, but didn't have enough events for them. So they started doing little things like right now, we outside, and now we got the 30-second battles because they trying to now feel these obligations of promised battles, even if it means just one rounders. They used to be sad and shame about doing one rounders. Now they doing a lot of one rounders now because of these forced contracts that you got all these workers and employees, but not enough events to take care of everybody. Remember when who was that? Cortez and T-Rex. Remember Smack? I don't do that. I don't do that. They agreed to this stuff. I don't do that stuff. They agreed to this time. They agreed to this rounds. Now, this is the thing that they doing. So when he talk about the contracts is fair, that's not true. They signed Danny Meyer to a 2-year contract deal. They promised him two years, 8 battles. That man had to sign another contract because within 2 years, they didn't give him 8 battles. They didn't get a man 8 battles in 2 years, and they promised him rock after his 2 years. He just got rock last year, and that was like almost 3 years ago. That was like 3 years ago. Like, come on now. Stop with these games. See stuff like that, man. Come on, let's go a little deeper. Let's go a little deeper. Remember, I had this conversation with Norbs. Y'all remember I had that conversation with Norbs before he left the URL, and I told him that I'm the only one broke that down like that. I say y'all got too much talent, but don't produce enough events on the cards to make sure that you actually being liable to the contracts you promised them. And you know what he said? He said, you're right. We didn't have enough events. So we started having to make and create other events. Y'all remember I did that interview with him? That's why they love to see me interview people, because they know my mind's sharp. And when I ask things, I ask the things that's supposed to be there. That's why people love my interviews. But the only problem about it when it comes to me is I ain't with babysitting grown men, man. I'm sorry. And I ain't trying to bend who I am just to get a conversation with you. But it is what it is, man. Let's go a little deeper, though. He said they are fair. He said a byproduct of negotiations and entered into by the artists of their own free will. Consequently, we are compelled to publicly dispute the false narrative that URL and its affiliates have done anything untoward in seeking to enforce its legal binding contracts. That's false. Y'all definitely is guilty of this, because everybody know y'all tactics and dirty dealings that y'all do. But I like how he say this. Look at how this is worded. It say we are compelled to publicly dispute the false narrative that URL and its affiliates, that word affiliates. Let me show you what's important and why reading it. It said why have done anything untoward and enforce a legally binding contract, because it come up later. Look what it say. As a business, URL has the right to operate like other businesses. The league has to insist that others honor their promise, and it has the right to enforce its contracts when the artists wrongfully decide to breach them. But see, that's the double standard. So the URL can breach the contract, but the artist can't breach the contract. Let me give you an example of what I mean. So according to the contract that we do know, they are not allowed to battle rap on RBE or King of the Dot, major battle rap leagues, but they can battle on small leagues. Chrome 23 is a small league. It just came. It's not a big league. It just came. In fact, the channel didn't even have like 20,000 subscribers. But because it's Remy Ma, now it's a problem. But it's within the guidelines of the contract not to battle anybody that's signed to the URL, right? That was why he battled Hitman. He broke that down. So I'm on a small league. I was told not to battle on RBE. I was told not to battle on King of the Dot. So I'm battling on Chrome. New battle rap league, small channel, and against Hitman Holla, who not signed the URL. Why was that a problem then? When I didn't breach the contract. But now you feeling some type of way. And you now making and adjusting based upon what arises. See, they leave everything open as a result of what may occur that we wasn't able to cover. So they got two contracts. They got a contract in writing that covers what they do know, and then they got what's the other contract when it's just in word? What's that called? Come on, what's that called? Come on, y'all. Where y'all at? Y'all tripping. I'm at a loss of words right now.
Are you talking to me? You talking about a verbal contract?
Yeah, they got a verbal contract. So they got a contract in writing of the things they do know about they can cover. Then they got a verbal contract in case anything arrives that the contract ain't covered. So you see what they do? They adjust and improvise as they go on both levels. One documented, one verbally. That's how come they wrong and being wrong about what they saying right here. So now look at this. We're going to go back to that affiliates because it get mentioned. Watch this. So they can breach the contract, but nobody else can breach the contracts. So it says Anthony Brown have been under contract with URL since April 22, despite Easy's decision to breach his agreement by performing, look at it, in Chrome 23's February 2023 event, his contract remains legally binding. See that? Now they at Remy. See, now they at Remy. Watch this. In addition to breaching his contractual obligations, Brown has tried to persuade other artists to breach their contracts with URL. Indeed, upon announcing his Trenches battle rap event, Easy approached talent signed, watch this, to or affiliated with URL. You got that affiliated word now? Look what they just said. He approached people signed to or affiliated with URL. Affiliated. What do you mean by affiliated? Remember, when he signed these artists, according to them, they wasn't signed. Now they trying to use the word affiliated because they know they wasn't signed. So they using the word affiliated. Well, they know us. Okay, they know him too. He got relationships and friendships with them too. So they affiliates of them too, him too. See that? They trying to make it seem as though there is no ties between Easy and these artists except for URL. He don't know them personally. He have no idea who they are because they URL affiliates. These are people. These my people. So he know they wasn't signed. So as a result of not being signed, they put in the paperwork they're affiliated with us. They're affiliated. Affiliated, really? He approached people affiliated. See how they doing it? Look what he say. In addition to breaching the contractual obligations, Brown has tried to persuade other artists to breach their contracts with the URL. Indeed, upon announcing his Trenches battle rap event, Easy approached talent signed to or affiliated with URL. He did this despite the fact that he and his legal counsel were notified not to tortuously interfere with URL artists. You see that? So they reached out to his legal counsel. His legal counsel, they reached out to. Hold on, wait. He didn't have a legal counsel at first. So now he got a legal counsel. He didn't have one at first, which means if y'all reached out to his legal counsel, what that is establishing is that they took action. They took action against y'all, which made y'all then counteract because he didn't have a legal counsel at first. So they took action on y'all, which y'all are now countering. And that's why we see the word trenches here. This is a counter. This is a counter. Because at first, we didn't know nothing about trenches. When he first made the announcement, he was gone. So his legal counsel saw the contract, seen the errors in the contract, forced the URL hand, and what they trying to do is double back and get back based upon his lineup on the trenches card. So this is a counter dispute. So watch this. URL demands letter, a copy of which is attached, was sent to Easy's legal team on May 5th. See, this is a counter. On May 5th, he made his announcement months before this. The letter provided Easy with ample time to modify the card. Despite this fact, Easy consciously elected to promote the card with only minor adjustments, transparently using his dispute with URL. What did it say? Sus, as a marketing tool to do what? Because I can't see the end.
That part is cut off from the source.
So they basically saying as a marketing tool to promote the card, which is terrible because that's another lie. He did not use the URL them attacking him and going against him to market that card. In fact, he wasn't vocal enough. He took the high road. And this is another reason why I bought charges up on Easy, because as he know they was destroying him, like they continue to destroy him, continue to lie and need documentations. One thing he did not do that I hated that he didn't do, he did not use what the URL was doing to him enough to actually promote that card. He should have been very vocal about it. He should have been very personal. He should have put names on it. He should have shown it and all. He had him fall out with the battle rappers. He still take the high road against the URL, which makes me know that he misses them, want to still be a part of them because he never wanted to leave. He didn't want to leave. He was hoping that he could branch off and still get booked. Come on now. That was a fact. That's all I'm saying about the whole thing.
You mind if I say something?
Go ahead, sis.
I'm gonna have to disagree, but I'm gonna get to that. So
you got to disagree with what?
That he didn't address URL with the same vigor he addressed other battle rappers because he still misses URL and he wants to still be a part of the league. So I'm gonna address that. Hold on a second. So I agree. Like, Easy Block Captain should hire you as his defense team and or account advisor or something, because we're actually just bringing this stuff to light. So I agree with everything you said. Yes, they're being strategic when they say affiliate. So I like how you brought this out, that this is just a counter claim to what already was on what he was already getting taken to court for. He was getting taken to court for, correct me if I'm wrong, because he breached his contract because he performed on Chrome, right? Malachi, can you hear me? Is that right?
My bad, I had it on mute. You said he was what?
Because he performed on Remy Ma's event. That's why this all started, right?
I don't know if he was being taken to court on that. I know they sent him a cease and desist, but
well, you said this is
according
a
to him,
counter. This is a counter to what?
I believe this is a counter to because Easy said his lawyer is taking care of this. I think this is a counter of his lawyer taking actions against the URL, freeing him from the contracts.
All right, so URLs shooting themselves in the foot. Let me just say this. I don't know if this makes any sense, but just listen closely and correct me if I'm wrong. They're shooting themselves in the foot, okay, with this whole affiliates. They should have never even included affiliates, okay? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, Battle Truth, but in the summertime, you told me we went to Summer Madness. Remy Ma was on stage. You told me, oh yeah, Remy Ma was about to start a women's battle league, just, and he knows about it and he supports her. So that's called mother effing affiliate, okay? So she's on stage. She got your full support. I know they had a falling out, whatever, but that's an affiliate, okay? And so you getting mad because I went on an affiliate's platform and performed on a stage with an affiliate of yours shouldn't be a breach in contract, okay? Second of all, he didn't go to any other league. So if his contract, he needs to go read. I don't know if he has a copy of the contract, but the contract says he has to only stay. He can't go to another league's platform and perform. But he's still under contract with URL.
He can go to small leagues. He can go to small leagues. He can't
okay,
go to
and
big
then,
leagues.
like you said, you brought that out, that Chrome, on top of Chrome being an affiliate, Chrome is also a small league. Okay, fact. So that should be thrown out. Second of all, if he's still a URL battle rapper, and a URL battle rapper opens up his own league, and I'm still under contract with you, that's an affiliate league. I'm still under you, and that's called a sub league, because it's a small league on top of that as well, and I'm still under URL, so I'm still I'm doing a league with an affiliate. Right or wrong. So I don't see how if you get a good lawyer, how he can't finagle, like, hey, this is not, I'm not going on another league's platform. I'm still part of your organization, and I made my own. Nothing in my contract says I can't make my own. So that's something I would want to see if the contract says that he can't make his own battle league. But at the end of the day, it's a small league on top of that, and plus I'm still attached to you. So everything I do is representation of you guys, so I'm still an affiliate. So I don't understand where the problem is. And he probably could say I didn't feel like I had to call off the card in time's notice because it's not a major league, and the terms of the agreements didn't say that I can't make my own league. You said I can't go to like competitors. I wonder, I want to know the language of the contract to see if it says competitors or something like that. But that's all I wanted to add. And then on top of that, how you were saying he didn't want to say, because it's an open case. And so you know how URLs making statements, written statements right now, that's hurting them, shooting themselves in the foot. Anything you say can be used in court. So hopefully his lawyer is probably telling him, Malachi, he can't speak on this case because he don't want him to say the wrong thing. And then the other attorney can use that against them. So that could be a strategy why he's not, marketing and monetizing off of this beef with URL, because he has an open case. And right now, URL seems to have an upper hand. So hopefully they're building enough of a case so that they can get the upper hand over URL. So that's the only thing why I had pushback on maybe he don't really miss them, but he's doing chess moves, not checkers. And that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Yeah, but here's the thing where he gonna fall short at in this contract dealing. This is what they're gonna be destroyed on. This is what gonna hurt the URL in this decision. You cannot sit people down for 3, 4, 5 years and stop them from making money. That's what the court of law gonna destroy them on. They have to be continually making money like a job. You can't say that, okay, we got him signed for 5 years. He agreed to this 5-year deal where we maybe allow him to battle every now and then, like 2 times a year. No, you got to give him a contract per battle. Just like in the NBA, they get paid for 80-something 2 games a season. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to tell them they can't do summer leagues, they can't go play on the blacktops, they can't play in gym rooms. You can't tell them that. You have to pay them accordingly. You can't say in the court of law, yeah, Your Honor, we signed them to 5-year deals, and as a result of signing them to 5-year deals, they battle 2 times a year and can't go nowhere else. No, that's not legally binding, player. They have to have a continually income coming in to continually provide like a real job, like a real job. You can't make that stick in the court of law. Like, well, yeah, well, you signed 5 years, so y'all got to stay 5 years. As needed. See, that's what that means, as needed. Based upon what? Based upon what? That's why the contract not legally binding. That's why his lawyer was able to say, bro, you can get up out of this. This is not a contract where you consistently get money throughout the entire year. This is as needed. We call upon you as needed. As needed. So no, can't play them games like that. You get what I'm saying? That's what they don't get.
Right.
That's why his lawyer was like, no, this not legally binding. If anything, they supposed to get contracts per battle. Per battle. You can't say, well, I'm gonna sign you for a whole year, right? And you can't battle rap on nobody else's platform but mine's, and you're gonna do 3 battles. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that in the court of law. No matter how they make it seem, that's how come the judges and them see that, they're gonna tear that apart. Like, no, this is slavery. This is as needed. These are contracts with no guarantees, no time date, no money's released. No, this is as needed to your advantage. That destroys the contract between the other partner. Even in his ignorance, I'm legally binding as a judge to know the error in this contract by which you manipulated them.
Yep.
You manipulated them.
1,000%.
That's why his lawyer was like, oh, man, you can get up out of this. This ain't what? Talking about the contract is fair. How is it a fair contract with no promises and guarantees?
You know why it's fair? They said, you know how when you read the verbiage, they said it's fair because they voluntarily agreed to the terms.
Right. That's why they're saying fair. Like, we ain't for
doesn't mean just because I'm an idiot and I signed my name on something doesn't mean the terms in this contract are fair.
Right. And that's why when a judge look at it and look, even when you pay attention to the Norbs case, when they were just in the Supreme Court, and I like how the judge showed both, like, the delinquencies among both attorneys. They saw the error in each person point. So what they did, like, no, this not such and such, and that shouldn't be that way. And sir, what about this? How is it that you got this and this? That's not. See, that's what they there for. They there for that. Because at the end of the day, this is a constitution by which United States citizens, white or black, must be protected on either ends. You get what I'm saying? They and you got to keep in mind, it's also how they benefit, because by being taken to the courts, they see how they benefit. Now, how do this benefit us too? Because it's a business. The purpose of us looking into this paperwork is not only to make right what y'all doing, but it's also to make sure y'all been taking care of the government part by which we provide, we receive things from this. That's why you can't do nothing legally, just keeping it real. You can't do nothing on the United States soil without the government being a part of it. I don't care if you have a lemonade stand. If it's generating money and used for business, you're supposed to have that license registered and paying some type of tax on it. That's just a fact. So they're gonna make sure you do good business because it makes good business for them. So if they go to court, you know what they're going to tell them? This contract is bogus, and you're going to have to pay them continually, consistently, even without battling, like a real job. You can't prevent them from not making money other places, and you paying them sometimes whenever you want to. That's not a legally binding contract as needed. No, absolutely not. Stop it. That's not legal. So however they look at it, no, absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely not. They just talking and know they could try to. Why you think they never really took nobody to court? This is a counterclaim from them being taken to court. The reason why they never took nobody to court on these things, because they know it don't stand in court. It don't stand in court. They ain't taking Easy to court. He taking them. He taking them for his freedom. What are you talking about? And they trying to counter it. Look at the date on there. May 5th, 2023. So they wasn't trying to take him to no court. Come on, man.
Not at all. And
Stop
another thing, like his time is his money. So if you're gonna suck up and bound all my time, how am I gonna be able to make a living for myself? Not
right.
That's not feasible. And then on top of that, when they talk about the affiliates are not. They didn't sign any documentation saying, as an affiliate, this is what I'm legally bound to you to do. So the rappers that he contacted that weren't, under contract with URL, but just an affiliate because they showed up on their cards before or showed up to one of their events and performed, just because they're an affiliate, that doesn't mean he can't work with them as a URL battle rapper as well. Like, I don't understand. Unless their documents say that you can't use, you're part of the organization, but you can't do dealings with our affiliates either. Like, I don't think that even says that. That would make zero sense. But you want me to go to the next slide? True.
Yeah, go ahead, sis.
All right. The next one. I guess that's a continuation. You know how the thing cut off? This is the continuation of it now. That's as big as I can get it. I can't hear you, Malachi, if you're talking. All right, so while you're fixing your mic, I'll just read it for you. So Easy's use of alleged, What'd you say?
No, I'm here. What
Okay.
I was doing was getting I was getting the notebook and pad so that I could get ready to do the voting with the people.
No problemo. Yeah.
Okay, so Easy use of alleged beef for URL to market the trenching card is nothing more than smoke and mirrors. See, that's what I'm saying. Terrible. Nothing more but smoke and mirrors designed to draw attention to trenches and paint Easy as a sympathetic figure. But this is actually the opposite and other way around. This is what I'm saying. The things they saying, they acting like, well, they saying it to the courts. But we and the people in the battle rap know the real truth. That man wasn't saying nothing disrespectful against them. Everything that came from him, and even he wasn't even, look, he still ain't really saying much, came from them. And he did not use the URL fallout with him to actually market that what they did. Let me tell you where they got that from, though. They got that from him in the Reed Dollar battles. That's where they got it from, because he mentioned in the Reed Dollars that the URL sabotaged him, but yeah, it promoted the card. Now they trying to take from that battle, add it inside thing. Well, not so much the battle, but that was mentioned in the battle. But I'm saying this because the paperwork is before the battle. But I'm saying he mentioned that in the battle. But everybody who know the history, who know exactly what's been taking place, it's them been attacking him. It's them that's been going out of their way to sabotage, tear down him, sneak dissing and underhanding him. It's been them doing that. So for them to say that he did that to market and put the trenches, that's not true at all. That's not true at all. I know that for a fact. Then it says, URL has not acted in an underhanded manner. Ain't that crazy? URL has not acted in an underhanded manner. The supposed secret calls made to our talent No, your affiliates, not your talent. Not your talent. See, you trying to claim. See, here's the thing. They trying to claim own. This is the thing I hate about the URL. They always want to claim ownership for what don't belong to them. Anytime the battle rappers on fire, they want the credit for it. They want the credit for it. So if you got on fire easy, we did that. You got on fire surf, we did that. You got on fire rock, we did that. We did. No, you didn't. You didn't write the bars. You didn't perform. You didn't perform. You didn't practice. You didn't do none of that. And again, if they never was good and fire, you don't have this conversation. But they want credit for everything they do. So right here, look what it says. It said the supposed secret calls made to our talent behind Easy's back were mere reminders of our artists and their contractual commitments to URL. Now remember, they wasn't signed. That's why they said affiliates. Now they got them signed again on contracts as a result of them backdooring them. And now they trying to use that. Now they trying to use that because what they were saying, we were given new deals. We've been given new deals now. They promised us this. They promised us this. They promised us this battle. They promised us some money. So they wasn't even in deals. Now they get to use that now when it's already recorded that they wasn't even on deals. URL has not attempted to persuade any non-roster artists or artists not under a performance contract with the brand from performing at Trenches. See, there you go. Now, according to them, everybody that Easy actually booked was all signed already. Was all signed already. With the brand for performing at Trenches. URL will, as it always had, work with the most talented battle rappers. See that? Notice what it just said. Look what it said there. They work with the most talented. So anybody they ever heard of that was fire and on fire, that's who they went and get. Why they be trying to take credit for people being good and people becoming battle rap stars. Look, they told on themselves on that last line. URL work with the most talented battle rappers. So they only go get the people that they heard about who was fire and making noise. Why they just signed Mac Myron, why they still trying to sign A-Ward. They only go after the best. They only go after the best, only to then say that they made them. No, you didn't. We know who hot and popping and who wasn't before they came to y'all. Like, stop it, man.
But URL don't make nobody. The person has to win battle raps in order to be somebody. That's solely on them. Like, how can URL make somebody if they lose and they choke every round? Just because I got I'm under contract with you and I don't ever win, I don't ever beat no one. It's solely on the artist and their skill and their ability. This is all just cap. And again, they literally didn't the rappers really literally come out and on video. That's what Easy the Black Cap needs to keep them recording. Like the rappers came out and said, hey, they told on their boss. They basically told on the company and said, yeah, they made me do this.
Right. They threatened us. They forced us.
They literally used that verbiage.
They didn't say, oh, yeah, he can use all that. Facts.
Listen, before to take it down, then he needs to go screen record all them brothers that are there. Everybody can't have the same lie. Okay. Right. And they basically work for that company. Why would they come and lie on the company that cuts them a check? So no, right. Everybody's saying that they was threatened, coerced to come out and do this to you on purpose, and that the event that he threw was only to sabotage his event and made sure that it was going to be on the same exact day of his event. That's all on video.
Right.
So it's not
And not only that, this gonna hurt.
It's your
Not to
record.
cut you off, Jeff, though. Not to cut you off. I'm just want to dialogue with you a sec. Not only that, don't lose your train of thought, though. Not only that, they don't understand when they use that, you're going to force them battle rappers to bring their contracts. And guess what's going to be shown in their contracts? That they could have battled on the trenches. That they could have battled on Chrome 23. Remy Ma Chrome 23 ain't even got 100,000 subscribers. She only got 80,000 subscribers. That's it. That ain't nothing. It's a small channel. You get what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna hurt them even more. And it's just like what you said, sis, and you definitely right on the head. When they actually go into this, it's gonna force them to show their contracts, and it's gonna find out that it's the URL in them that's wrong and out of pocket. And all them battle rappers is on there. Trufo said it too. Danny Ma said it too. Like, man, I couldn't do him like that. They wanted us to do this. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do him like that. Yeah, come on now. We're not gonna play them games. Go ahead, though, sis.
Yeah, it's just it's URL out of their greed, out of their bigot, out of their fear of not becoming, you know, the NBA of battle rap. They're literally doing it themselves. They're literally shooting themselves in the foot. Because at the end of the day, Easy the Block Captain didn't contact anybody signed. Well, did he contact anybody signed? But they were contacting people that were just affiliated with them. And then the people that they did contact came out and ratted on them and told them, yeah, it was, you know, it was bothering my conscience. This wasn't right. They're making me do this, and they coerced to make an event on the same day. That's called sabotage. That's called retaliation. Because I'm taking you to court, now you're going to sabotage my business on top of that. So the brother better wisen up, take all this evidence while it's still up, so that he can have the case thrown out. Like, this is just somebody that's just mad that I'm more successful at doing business than he is. Like, it's plain and simple. That's all I wanted to say. How are you persuading non-rostered artists? If they're not on your roster, if they're not under contract to you, how much persuasion does somebody need if they're not legally bonded to the URL? Like, I don't understand. Like the attorney they hired, I think the law firm that they have is just milking the URL for money. They probably know this case is not even a real legitimate case. Like, hey, you should just settle. But there's no legal basis for any of this. I just debunked it. I'm not even an attorney, and I could debunk all of these allegations. Like, they don't make any sense. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Ken Shiro, what's going on, my guy?
Yo, what's up?
Man, how you feeling, brother? You come to put a case on somebody, or you just dialoguing with your boy?
Yeah, I just came to give a little news. So apparently Easy was live on Too Real for Battle Rap, and he addressed everything. I came in at the end of his conversation. He said that he's gonna drop all of the battles on Chrome 23.
Oh, no doubt. So that's good. That's gonna go crazy. But you know you got to put a case on somebody. You came up here on court, so you got to put a case on somebody. Even if you don't got one, you got to do it now. You know that, right?
Oh man, okay. Since I'm
yeah, because we have a night court. This night court, brother. So for this next hour, we putting cases on people, brother. So it's a lot going on, and you definitely informed in this community. So you know a lot of safety business going on. So come on, bro. Where we at? What we doing?
Well, I guess I'll put this one case on Caps then. We'll have to put a
Angry
case on
fan?
Caps. Yeah.
Uh-oh. This ought to be good.
I don't know if you've been watching Angry Fan, but Angry Fan been trying to defend the URL lately, but mostly Danny.
Danny Myers.
Yeah, because he loved Danny Myers, so he been
Okay.
defending him.
Okay.
Like
So come
he
on
like
with it.
he's trying to defend him. So Qua and Harlem Legend usually would be on there live with him.
Okay.
I mean, every like as of lately, like just been defending him left and right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, look at his past two lives, man. He was crazy.
So what? So what's the case about?
Basically, him defending Danny Myers' actions and backing out the battle. At the same time, sort of defending
Okay.
URL's actions.
Okay. Defending him like what though?
Like basically, like making excuses for him. Like basically ignoring the fact that Danny's been with the URL for 11 years. Now remember when Danny Myers was on Angry Fans channel, like basically giving his story. Danny Myers said that he'd been with the URL for 11 years, and he said that he backed out of the battle because one, the URL basically threatened him, and two, he thought it was a good deal because he's getting paid 5 figures, and when he took Easy's basically deal, he's making less than that. But the thing was, he ignored the fact that the price that Easy was paying him, that's pretty much what Danny Myers asked for. So you then go on to dub that to go with the URL, but because they were threatening you, he ignored that part. Caps ignored that. So, and not only that, you saying you've been with the URL for 11 years and your financial situation still ain't changed? It has not changed at all. So how broke are you?
Danny said he'd been with the URL for 11 years.
Yep.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because if that was the case, I would be in battle rap for 11 years. And I ain't been here for no 11 years. Because when first came to battle rap, shortly, like maybe 2 years after already being here, or when did I do that Danny Myers interview? But I had did a Danny Myers interview and
3-4 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. When I did that Danny Myers interview, he wasn't even signed with the URL yet. He was considering it.
When was that? As a matter of fact, when was that T-Rex and Danny Myers battle again? Like what? 2012, 2011?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm guessing he's counting that. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, because
I don't know if that's 11 years.
Yeah, but he paid for that battle.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's like I guess he counted that. I don't know, but anyway, Cats was basically like just throwing out like the people in his comments was calling him compromise, yo.
Okay, 3 people Cap's gonna always cap for. Let me just let y'all know that the 3 people Cap's gonna always cap for is Disaster, Sirius Jones, and Danny Myers. He gonna cap for them 3 because for the most part, they rock with him more heavier than anybody when it comes to the battle rappers. So I would just say this. Is he really compromised because you remember Danny at one time was like almost his co-host. So is he really compromised? Yes. So is he really compromising because he's staying with a guy he considered his friend? Could you really call that compromising?
Yeah, because first of all, if you're not going to really address him for the wrong he did and still stick by him, even him being wrong, then yeah.
But why? But if he's your friend, why would you see it? Now this is where my cross-examining coming in at. If he's your stand up, brother, and argue your case. But if he's his friend, Why do he got to publicly address him on that?
You had him on your show publicly.
Okay. But why? But if okay, that's just like me and you. Me and you been friends for what now? Like almost 6, 7 years, maybe
Yes.
6. Okay, so why would I ever address you personally on something that you may be getting attacked on already? Why would I do that?
You media. First of all, look, listen. If I'm Danny Myers, I'm a public
Right.
figure, right? You are
Okay.
media. You are media. First of all, not only that, you are angry fan. You're pretty much like one of the biggest media outlets out here. The people are looking at you to keep it real, to keep it 100, no matter what, no matter who it is. If I, the public figure, did wrong, something out of pocket, you got to address that. You can't be lenient toward that neither, because now it just shows your partiality in the situation. And the people are going to look at that as, yo, you defending him, man. Come on. And he's technically defending him, also defending URL at the same time.
Okay, so what he said about the URL?
So basically, Caps was basically like, his whole point was money over integrity. That's pretty much what his whole stance was throughout the whole time. Harlem Legend
Money
and Quad.
over integrity.
Oh no.
So defending the URL for what? Offering the battle rappers money, or what they did to the URL? I mean, what they did to Easy the Block Captain.
Pretty much what they did to Easy the Block Captain.
So he's saying he could understand and justify what they did to Easy the Block Captain?
Like, he was basically saying he understood why Danny took basically, like, backed out of the battle. He understood it.
Okay,
Can I
Jess.
go on this case? I need to
Yeah,
know
I'm finna say, Jess, you got anything to say on the cross-examining before we hand this over to the people?
What's his name? The guy on stage?
That's Kenshiro.
Koshiro. Listen, I don't know how to pronounce it right.
You don't know who Kenshiro is?
I don't know how to pronounce it right.
But do you know who he is?
Yes, your friend. Listen, real quick. I'm on Koshiro's side 1,000%. First of all, why was on your side again? I forgot. Money over money. Okay, first, money over what?
Integrity.
Integrity. It's not even money over integrity. You making a deal with somebody that's a known liar. Did Danny Myers get this so-called, hey, back out of this event and I'm gonna pay you this amount of money and I'm gonna do this? Did he get any of that shit in writing? Excuse my language. Did he get any of that in writing? No. So it wasn't a money move. He wasn't securing no bag. He took a man that's a known liar back to back to back, always underhanding his artists, and you're gonna just take his word when you have a guaranteed show with some guaranteed money, right? You can't even get a guaranteed contract with some dollar signs on it. You're gonna back out of some guaranteed money to take a man's word for just the hell of it. Like, you ain't got responsibilities and bills coming up on the 1st of June. Boy, bye. No, I'm 100% with Koshiro. If that's your friend, if that's your real friend, you would have told him on stage how, hey, you shouldn't be making decisions like this anymore. And it's not about to blow his spot up. It's to help educate him and understand what you just fumbled the bag completely. Completely. But he can't even be a real friend for his friend because Angry Fan is compromised. I can't even stick up for my friend and say, hey, you should have never, if you were going to do something like that and take the bag over your integrity, get that thing in writing. Get something where you can at least confront this person if they do back out and they don't stand by their word. But what you just did right here was
okay,
just
I'm
being a snake to be a snake. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm at a mix right here on this only because I know Caps, and I know Caps don't think like that because he don't got a street mentality to really speak on topics like this. That's why Caps is good in battle rap. He not really good at things like this. You know what I'm saying? Even to the point where I could just see how I'm just at a mix with this. I don't really agree to some degree as a result of that, because I understand and know, I know Caps. I understand him. And I know a lot of things he don't even mean what he say. Like, I know this. I spoke to the brother. I've been dealing with the brother for years. So I know his mentality. And I just think when a person is considered your friend, like I said, it's used to be a co-host. Sometimes it ain't just, things ain't for the internet. That's just for me.
He
Well,
should've said
can I say this real
He
quick?
should have never addressed the
Yeah,
topic.
well,
He should have been like, "I'm gonna put you on my show. Let's avoid this." So and be a friend like that, because you saying that you sell out your integrity for some money. What kind
Well,
of? But go ahead, sir.
well, okay. My thing is that he doesn't have to
that's
say it in the
Solo.
name.
That's another good friend. Hold on,
Yeah,
let me
yeah,
say, that's my guy Solo. This is another good friend of mine. We've been knowing each other for a good 5 years too. But go ahead,
yeah.
Solo.
Okay. Hey, Solo.
Hand this
What's
over to the
going on?
people.
What's going on,
But
everybody? Well, my thing
good,
is
good.
like he doesn't have to like say it like completely like negative and make like Danny Myers feel like low. He can say it in a way that kind of makes him doesn't make him feel like negative. Period. He can speak objectively about the situation, rather than just dismissing it at all. Especially if he's addressing everybody else about everything. You know what I mean? So I just feel like I do feel like he could have, kind of addressed it. Or, even like the thing is he could have addressed Danny one on one. You know what I mean? Like he just brought him on the show because he was on the show, and he could have addressed it there and just kind of not go in like he goes in on everybody else, but kind of just, talk to him as if he was his friend and giving him
Yeah,
advice.
but come on, Solo. Do Caps really think like that though, man? Caps don't be
Nah,
thinking like
nah,
that. Come on, be 100 though, bro.
nah, nah, he don't. He don't,
Yeah, Caps don't
you
be
know.
thinking like that,
So
man.
the
Caps
judge
Hold
don't
on.
be
right now
thinking.
is
Not
Wait a
even
covering.
minute.
today.
No, hold on. Wait a minute.
You have
No,
to be
wait.
unbiased. You have to be
Wait.
unbiased,
Wait.
Mr. Battle Truth. Right is right,
Wait.
and wrong is wrong.
Hold on. Hold
So,
on. I wanna ask Truth a question, right?
right.
Your name is Battle Truth, correct?
Mm.
No, the show's called Battle Truth.
Well, guess
Called
what?
Battle.
Guess what? Guess what?
So
The
you
show is
said
called.
correct.
Hold on,
Hey,
no,
no,
wait a
no. Hey,
minute.
hey, did the
Wait a
people
minute.
give you the name
Yeah,
Battle Truth?
yes,
Yes, they
they
did.
call you Truth,
Okay,
right?
okay.
They
Go ahead,
call
go
you
Yeah,
ahead.
Truth.
but they got it wrong
Anyway,
because this was supposed to have been the name of the show.
I know, I
okay,
know. Malachi and the Battle Truth, but
right.
the people gave you Battle Truth, and you had to change your
Right.
name back.
Y'all, look, y'all,
Now,
you know what?
hold
Y'all,
on.
you know what crazy? Y'all know that. The day ones know that though. Other people didn't know that because that's why that's why Solo came in, because he already know the history. Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
Well,
Go
guess
ahead.
what? The name of the show is called Battle Truth, right? We supposed to be keeping it
Okay.
real over here, right?
Okay.
100%, right?
Okay.
You talk the truth over here, right? You do you, right?
Okay.
Now we are talking about angry fans.
Uh-huh.
Angry
Okay.
fans.
Okay.
Why? Why would he be lenient on anybody? Why should he be lenient on anybody if he's angry fan?
Because that's your friend. That's not a good. That's not
I
a good
don't
comparison.
care, bro. I don't
It's not a
care.
good comparison. You didn't do good on that one.
No,
That
no,
wasn't a good
no. You
comparison.
can't listen, no. I
You
don't
Hey,
said
hey,
his
care.
but
name is
Do you see how
Angry
hey,
you know?
hey,
Fan.
hey, that is the epitome of his name, though. Like he's an
Yes,
angry fan, and he mad about the situation as a fan.
exactly.
Yeah, but when
Exactly.
is he? Come on, but when he need to change his name? It should be Happy Man. Cause when is he ever really angry? Like, come on, man.
Dang,
When is
man.
Cap actually? When is
Nah,
Cap
man.
actually angry, man? Like, come
Hey,
on,
hey,
keep it
hey, he was mad
100.
about Debo. Hey, he was mad about Debo.
He was
Yeah, but
definitely mad
he
He
about
over
wasn't
there
even
lit
really
Debo.
mad
Debo up.
then.
Yo,
Look,
true. He was
Cap.
mad. He was mad about somebody talking about his hairline earlier today.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
Yo,
they
see
got
yo,
him
they
on
was
that
talking about his
too.
hairline though. They
that. Have we ever
was.
even saw his hairline?
Yo, that's why he always wear a
Now it's
cap.
live. That's true. True. I'm telling you, man. Go back and watch that live. He did the live today.
Yo, look at that. Look at his hairline, bro.
Hold, hold on. Let me hand this over to the people so we can get the solo and my guy certified shooters up here. That's you. That's really you certified.
Yo, true. You know this, bro. Yes.
Okay, my man. Okay, look. So let me hand this over to the people right quick to get a quick vote on this. How many of y'all believe that? You ain't saying Cap's compromise. You just saying that he's been very lenient on Danny Myers.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Which one is it?
He's very lenient on Danny Myers.
Okay. How many of y'all believe? Look, don't vote till I start finish with the question, y'all, so I can write down the votes. So how many of y'all believe that Caps or Angry Fan is being very lenient when it comes to Danny Myers backing out of Easy to Block Captain card? He should have been a little more strict when it came to that, seeing that he's Angry Fan. Do y'all agree? Do we have a case or do he not? Okay, Fly says no case. That's one person.
Let's say yes or no so we can identify the votes quick.
Okay, Fly says no case. Where we at? Where we at, y'all? We need 12 votes. False, terrible. First 12 votes, pass yes. I'm gonna do a blog on his behalf about this situation. First 12 votes that says no, this case is thrown out, and he's gonna have to pay a fine for wasting our time. So, where we at, y'all? Let the voting begin. Do he have a case? Latoya says no, you don't have a case. Get out of here. So that's two no cases so far.
Can I vote?
Yeah, you can vote. J-Man says, nah, man, beat it. You don't got a case. Dub City, I need another vote from you. Look, Dub City, I need another vote for you because I don't know if you saying, is it a case on Caps or you saying put a case on Cap? So you got to vote again, brother. I need to make sure. Fairy Tale Man says, yeah, we got a case. Fairy Tale, yeah, man. He said, yeah, we got a case. So you got one yes so far. Randall said, no, we got more important matters to deal with. Come up with something better. Bayou says, yeah, you got a case. I believe he taking it. Hold on. Kid Clip, my man. He said Cap's guilty, Truth. I need a vote, though, brother. He says yes, it's a vote. Jeff, what's your vote?
I say yes.
Jeff.
I say yes.
Solo, what's your vote? Yeah, I hear you.
I'm gonna have to say yeah. I'm gonna have to say yeah.
Certified. You agree to this?
I couldn't hear you, bro. That's why I had to go back out and come back in. Pause.
Okay, I'm saying no, though.
All right.
I'm saying no.
But what's the issue, though?
Go ahead and
like
run it
Caps
back.
Did what? What did Caps do?
Run it back, Shiro, while I get these votes. What everybody else
Okay,
saying.
so basically, Caps like on his last few lives was basically being lenient on Danny Myers, basically taking up for his actions of backing out of the card, basically making excuses for him and being lenient on him because that's his guy. Danny Myers is his favorite battle rapper. So yeah, so basically, and the thing was, he was actually making a case for Danny Myers, saying that his whole basis was the money over integrity.
Okay, well, so far we got the vote 7. It's 7-7 so far. First 12 votes that says yes, the case will be passed. First 12 votes that says no, it'll be thrown out. Right now, tied up 7-7. So do y'all believe Caps is being too lenient on Danny Myers for backing out of the Easy Block Captain battle? Or do y'all believe that's his friend? He ain't really got to go that hard like that, man. Where we at, y'all? Where we at? 7-7. If you haven't voted yet, please vote so we can move on to the next cases. And if y'all have a case, You want to put on somebody? Here's the link inside of the comments. You're welcome to come up. State your
Yeah, I'm not
case.
going. Yeah, I actually got
Okay.
a case. I actually just thought about a case too.
Hold on one. Faison said, yeah, we got a case. Naughty Boy said, no, we don't have a case. The score is 8-8. 8-8. We need 4 more votes. Link right here if you want to put a case on somebody. 4 more votes so we can move on. Do Kishiro pay a fine for wasting our time? Or do I got to do a blog?
Man, I didn't think it was actually gonna be this close. I thought I was just gonna flat out lose. Honestly,
You thought you was gonna lose?
yeah.
You still
Right.
can lose.
No,
You ain't won. You ain't in the clear.
Whether he's capable or not, there's a way to address it without being negative, like that Solo said. Like, no, if
You
that's
trying
your
to
friend,
still argue? That's it. Well, I'm arguing. That's his friend.
yeah, as a good friend,
out there.
a good friend's not gonna
trying
let
to
you
get the
take it
people to
wrong.
sway.
No,
Trying to get the people to sway the vote.
A good
trying to
Yo, what did I
But
just start, yo?
Truth, do you think Caps is compromised?
No. Not at all.
Well, let me ask you this then, Truth. Like you're friends with Caps, and you always address Caps.
Yeah.
That's
I ain't friends with him like
Oh,
Danny
snap.
Myers.
Oh man,
That's a good
I
angle,
ain't
though.
friends with him like that. And he just got. And you see, he just got mad at me because I did a roasting session on him a little bit.
oh yeah. But see, but even with
See,
that,
that's
you were
what I'm
like,
saying.
man, who cares? It was just me roasting. That was you though.
He still felt some type of way. Maybe if it wasn't funny, he probably wouldn't have cared. But since it was funny, he cared.
But you're gonna roast him again though. And that's
Facts.
what I'm saying. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
But
even though he
I
said
get
something, it's like,
I think he might. I
But
don't be
that's what
meaning
you
no
get
harm,
with
so I don't
Truth.
know why you take it.
Right.
No, but that's what you
Business.
get with Battle Truth though. That's what
He
you get
shouldn't
with
he
Battle
shouldn't
Truth.
need to
but
You get a roasting
platform
session though.
to stick up for his friend.
but that's
Like that's
Why would
that's
he?
it. Like for people who
Why would he
know,
feel some?
for people who know Truth, you gotta also know that he's the type that's gonna crack jokes on you though. But it
okay.
ain't nothing personal. It's all love. Like for real, I'm pretty much
Right.
sure he's
When you, shooter,
Yo,
shooter. When you go to a comedy club, expect to
Mhm.
get roasted. Right?
Exactly.
But that's the point though. Like, he shouldn't take offense to it. Like, Danny Myers shouldn't take offense to it.
Yeah, but if he already getting attacked and killed by everybody, man, you know.
Bro, he should get killed. Like,
Okay, yeah, but look,
That's the way
by
You
your
don't think
friend.
Angry Fan has an
no.
obligation?
I don't think that he should have went in like that though. But he can't be over there acting like there's nothing wrong with it, and that's the
Right.
problem.
Yeah.
He has an obligation
Okay,
to his fans and his subscribers. He got to say something. He got to say, "Hey,
Like, he could have just stayed out of
hold
it.
on, wait,
Like, Angry Fan could just stay out of it. He
Okay,
said something to make it seem like there's nothing wrong with
I
it.
got another case. Man. I got a case
Man.
too.
So we just,
I got
so we not just
I
gonna
just
move
brought up
forward with
this.
this one.
Come on with these votes, man, so we can get to these other cases. I got some things to talk about. Come on
Yo,
with these
what
votes. We got 9 yeses. We got 9 yeses, 8 no's. I got something to talk about, man. I got
Hey, Shooter didn't even vote yet. Shooter didn't vote.
I don't know what I'm voting about. Like, what are we talking about?
Come on, y'all. Where we at, man?
What are we talking about? Like,
Okay.
is Angry Fan what?
So basically, Angry Fan was being lenient on Danny Myers because he's a friend and acting like as if there's nothing wrong with him backing out the battle.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to say, shout out to Angry Fan too. It's nothing personal, but I have to hold you accountable for that. If we talking about the culture, you supposed to hold everybody to the certain standard.
Exactly.
Like you supposed to. You Mount Rushmore bloggers. Like I got you as number 2. So you the voice. You the voice of the culture.
Who is your Mount Rushmore bloggers? Who is your top Mount Rushmore bloggers?
Man,
Oh,
I'm not gonna say.
You said you got them too. I just want to know who your Mount Rushmore is. I'm just asking.
That's a blog. That's a blog, man.
That's a blog.
That's
That's
a
a blog.
blog.
Yeah.
Say
That's a
so
blog.
too.
That's a blog I'm gonna do. That's a
Hey,
I'm
hey,
just
blog
hey,
I'm
hey,
gonna
hey,
do,
hey,
man.
hey,
That's a
True, for the
blog. I
case
am
of
gonna
certified shooters.
Hey, wait.
blog.
yeah, I got
Hey, there's 11 right there. Hey, there's 11. There's 11
oh,
yeses
yeah,
right there.
2, 4,
Yo, and
6,
I'm
8,
telling
10.
you,
Yep, that's
nah, but
11.
angry fan, man, nah, dog. Like, shout out to you. You the most respected. I like your show and stuff. Nah, you gotta hold Danny accountable, bro. You got to. You have to. Point blank. You wrong. You gotta take this. Nah, man. You gotta take them charges, bro.
Okay,
Yeah,
we need
because
one
Them
more vote
charges.
and this thing pass. If Ken get another yes, this case pass. Other than that, we got 11 to 8. That's the count
yeah.
right now. We got
Nah, but
11
seriously
yeses,
though, like
8.
what? Oh no, my bad. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, we got 11 yeses. We got 8 no's. Those who haven't voted yet, do this case pass. It's Caps being too lenient on Danny Myers backing out of this battle.
Well,
Yeah,
that's misleading. He's not being lenient at all. He's not even saying he was wrong.
Okay, there go tatted Teflon top 4. That go tatted Teflon Mount Rushmore. That's right. That's what I'm talking about, tatted. Keep it 100. Keep it 100, tatted. That's
Mount
actually the
he
second
lost,
funniest
so.
dude on the internet after me.
yeah, Ted
y'all,
is funny as hell.
y'all should see his impressions of me. That's funny. That's how I first met the brother. He was doing them impressions of me. That was so funny. That was funny. You need to upload them, man.
Hey, wait, did Ted voted yet?
Nope, he didn't vote. Tatted, let me ask you a question, Tatted. I need your vote, brother, because they playing around. Tatted, is Caps being too lenient on Danny Myers when it comes to backing out of the easy to block captain card, or he don't really got to go that hard on them like that because they friends? Where we at, man? Where we at with this?
Playing devil's advocate.
He didn't go hard at all, Malachi. Stop saying it like that.
But look,
You
though,
wouldn't know that, Jess. You ain't seen it.
I heard the
You
case.
ain't
He
saw it.
presented the case. He presented the case, and he didn't go hard
But
at
you ain't
all.
watching it.
We have to go by the plaintiff's case, okay? And the plaintiff said, he said,
oh no,
money over your integrity. He completely sided 1,000% with his friend. You did the right thing. That's what he did.
But
yeah.
Let me ask you this though.
Okay, I'm liking your cross examinations, but
do you think that it could be potentially the friendship? Do you think it could be that?
And that's what we're bringing out. He's compromised.
That's what I'm saying. That's
what
what
we're
I'm
bringing
saying.
out.
They
Thank you for being honest,
bro.
sir.
That was his,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
maybe behind the scenes,
bro.
maybe he might
Was his
have
coach.
maybe he might have had that conversation off the cam though.
Listen, as a friend, you could have said, "Hey, I agree with how you handled it this time, but next time there's a different approach that maybe you could have considered doing if it ever happened."
Look what I just started on this show.
Said that. You could have supported your friend that way, plain and simple. He didn't do
Yeah,
nothing.
because you know what? Whether I was wrong or right, truth always gonna say what's real.
Exactly.
Regardless if he agree with it or not. That's why you gotta respect people like Piper Boy, too. You know, you might not like what he says, but when he right about something, he right about something. The same thing for truth. Regardless of friendship or whatever. He'll let me know. Like, it's been times where me and Battle Truth, we disagreed. It has been. But you would never see me go out public and speak down on my brother. You will never see it.
And see that, and
you'll see a prayer. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we might have prayed.
that's a fact.
You know what I mean? Like real
speaking to him, so giving him advice is speaking down. There's a way you go about it.
Yeah,
put some ball, have a backbone, and be a man, and actually be a friend.
Well, that's the, and that's the thing. What I'm saying is that because it's like Danny Myers was on the show, he could have just addressed them not in a mean or vigorous way or a negative way. He could have just been like, "Yo, I just didn't agree with that." You know, you could have went about it differently and could have just left it at that.
Okay, case pass. You out of the clear, Kenshiro. You ain't got to pay no fine. Moving right along. Solo.
Yeah.
Solo, where
yeah.
we at? You said you got a case. I can't wait
Okay.
to
Okay.
cross-examine you.
Yeah. I actually just thought about this too. Like,
Uh-oh.
I got a case for Jay Black.
That means it's gonna have some problems. It's gonna have some problems.
I got a case for Jay Black.
Why?
They had an event in Philly, and he didn't even go to the event in Philly.
Oh man! Wow.
Dang, man.
But you can't say that because he works for URL, because he says that he don't work for URL.
Okay, but let me ask you this.
And even if he did work for URL, why can't I be at the event though?
Facts. Facts. And you also see Sue Surf and all of them at RBE events.
True. Okay. You supposed to be cross-examining him.
So, but look, listen.
Right, exactly. I can't. But you know what's crazy? I want to cross-examine him so bad on this, but I can't, because this is what I opened the show up talking about. This.
Right.
Oh, so this is an automatic
URL and champion charge.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, well,
go ahead.
But let me say this though. In his defense, we don't even know if Jay Black even purchased the pay-per-view.
Dang, and that's even worse.
Why would that be
even worse?
Wait, but shoot,
that's even worse.
Why would that be in his defense?
Yeah,
I mean, because what if no? But what I'm saying is truth. We don't know if he did or not. If he did, then cool. He supported him in that regard.
But he's in Philly in his hometown. Like, why not show him love if he's showing Philly love and he's always talking about Philly?
Okay,
and he's in your backyard and you don't show up?
His wife.
he could have got in for free.
Yeah, and not only that, I'm with Solo on this, because we know the Philly movement been dead for a long time. I'm keeping it real. Easy resurrected it to the point where he don't no other Philly person got to come out. He literally doing that all on his own. Literally. He literally doing that all on his own, because we don't really look at the Rosenberg, Rawls, and Bill collectors for the most part as being like Philly. You get what I'm saying? And even though Reed was calling him out on not really being Philly, but he's so impactful with it. That's all you hearing about now. You know what I'm saying? So, and Black know how dead that Philly movement been for years. And for him to be from Philly and cover battle rap and love it the way he did and do, that just ain't something you miss like that. I don't think you miss something like that.
Did he promote it on Champion?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. If you promote it and you don't even go,
lightly, I saw something lightly, but
not so much.
Yeah, it wasn't so much. He wasn't promoting it so much.
So let me get this straight. So you mean to tell me if Loaded Lux threw a event, Jay Black all on his nuts? That's what.
Facts.
That's a fact.
Right?
Fact.
Like, just cheerleader mode. Like, just own him.
And let's keep it real. It ain't only that Jay. Now we know that's another thing why I can't let Jay off the hook, because you claim to really love Reed. He crazy about Reed. He be going crazy about Reed. He always holding them up. He always talking about, and he picked Reed over anybody for the most part. Even to the point, I forgot who that was. He was battling Reed, got smoked. He actually tried to K-Shine. He actually tried to get Reed a round against the K-Shine battle. Like, no, bro, stop it. I would also
let me ask you this.
I would also say this. Let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this one. I'm also say this. Even when it comes to Easy to Block, before the fallout with URL, he's swinging on Easy to Block, crazy about Easy to Block. So how you got two of the guys in battle rap both representing Philly, where you from, you so crazy about, but you don't You
And
don't
they
go
and they
to
even
them.
had like a lot of people
You
from
don't see
Philly
them.
there too. They had NH, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they had like a lot of individuals from Philly there. And for him, even in like in between battles, you had like the, like the Philly like type of battles, the music and so forth. From Rain Man to like when Reed and Rain Man were going back and forth. They had
Yeah.
Dose and Bricks and what I'm saying, and so many people on there. And for him not to go there, and he represents Philly, I just don't understand that.
Mm. And Battle True, you did say that he was crazy over Reed, right?
Right. Reed
So
ain't easy. Ain't
equivalent.
easy.
So look, listen. Is it equivalent to how Cola feel about Surf?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like that?
Mm,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
crazy.
Fact.
Now, hold on, True. You do know that Solo's case, you and Solo have the same case, right?
Similar, sort of, because I added some more on mine though. Solo taking it light a little bit, but I added some more on mine.
Yeah.
Man.
I added some more on mine. So if that it, anybody gonna cross examine him on this? What if he got an excuse? What if he got a legitimate
Yeah,
I
excuse?
Beasley hit him up.
basically
That's his excuse. Beasley hit him up and said, "Bro, you better not go
What if he
there."
got a legitimate excuse of why he wasn't there?
he was from
The only thing I can give you is that he did a recap, but it wasn't on his channel. It was on his caffeine channel.
I got a
look,
question.
Battle True. He was out on vacation searching his brand new shampoo, bro. You know that. You know that. I don't know why. I don't even know why you found
Nah, hey,
though.
nah, but seriously, like he probably purchased the ticket, but then Beasley sent them that cease and desist and was like, "Nah, bro, you can't go there. You're under contract."
You know
Did,
how,
Yeah.
did he
you
claim that he
sound
watched it though? Did he say, "Oh, I saw the event"?
but
Man,
you
he
know,
probably
No.
thought it would have been on
Well,
low.
I don't know. They said he did a recap on caffeine, so he had to see it if that. But I
Okay,
know
so
he did see it.
so if he did
But
watch
I
it
know
live,
he did. I know he did see it. Those two of his favorite battle rappers. I know he did see it.
so that's my
But
point. So if he was able to
but
watch it
here's
live,
the
what was
thing,
stopping him
Jess.
from
Let me
going in
just put you
person?
up on game, sweetheart. But he's the URL. He's the URL #1 blogger. As far as like he signed to them. So however they feel, he blogged their feelings. That's what he do.
Okay, we're
He
just
do.
talking about cross-examining the man's case that he's presenting on your stage. All that doesn't matter because he's trying to say, hey, why if he could watch it live, why couldn't he go in person?
What also too is that even when like RBE and URL got their thing going on, right? And you see like Tay Rock at the RBE events, you see Sue Surf at the RBE events, and you see
Right.
all these URL battlers at the
Facts.
RBE events.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like,
Fact, they do. And knowing that URL don't mess with RBE, but yet they do be at all the RBE events. So why was Jay Black not there at that battle when those his two favorites? Because I guarantee you, if it wasn't no fallout with the URL and Easy was allowed to do that event, Jay Black would have been part of it. But some way Jay Black would have been part of that. He probably would have been hosting. He would have been part of that. Some type of way he was going to be part of that. You can bet that.
The whole
he,
You can
champion
bet that.
panel would have been there.
Jay Black ain't
Yeah, you
missing
can
no
bet that.
Lux.
In his backyard, at home, in Philly, when
Yep.
that movement been dead for so many years, of course.
But you know he ain't missing no Easy versus Lux too.
No, he did.
Oh, he ain't no.
He ain't missing that. He gonna end up spending the night with Lux. You know
He
that.
love look.
Love
This my
Lux.
contact.
He
He
gonna
like
spend
easy.
the night
Look,
with
he
that.
like easy now. Easy then resurrected Philly. That's his home. He rooting in his backyard in Philly. And let's just keep it real. Easy a killer. Easy a killer, man. I ain't gonna even hold you. He may be fake, but he a killer. He a killer when it comes to that battle rap. I ain't gonna even hold you. I ain't gonna hold you.
True, man.
So look, we gonna hand this over to the people since we ain't got nobody else that's gonna cross-examine. So Solo putting the charge on Jay Black for not attending the trenching card in his backyard. Do he have a case against Jay Black for not attending trenches in Philly? First 12 votes get passed. Yes. And I'll do a blog on his behalf. First 12 votes that says no, this case will be thrown out and Solo will have to pay a fine. So if we going 2 for 2 tonight, where we at? Where we at, y'all? Where we at with the votes? Let the voting begin. Do we got a case? Is Jay Black guilty of not showing up to Easy the Block Captain trenching card? Right, because even if he worked for the URL, you mean to tell me they also could tell you where you can't go? Like, man, you can't attend the battle? So Scholar says yes. I say yes. What you say, Ken? Ken say yes. What you say, Jess?
Yes.
What you say, Shooter?
I'm gonna say no.
No? Why you say no? I want to hear this why people
Man,
vote.
Shooter just saying no just to say no.
He might have been busy though. He might have been busy.
You might have been busy.
With Lux, man.
But not busy.
I'm gonna say no. Look, listen, true, for trolling purposes. I'm gonna say no for trolling purposes.
Okay. For trolling purposes.
Yeah, for trolling purposes.
The score is 9-1 so far. Faison says yes. Rav says yes. Okay, hold on. What's the count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 12. Okay. This case passed with flying color. 12-1. 12-1. What's the count here? Kenshiro 12-8. That was your count. 12-8. Close. Okay, I got a case, man. I want to put on. I got a case I want to put on the battle rap community, man. I'm keeping it 100.
One time.
Why is they being more aggressive toward Danny Myers and not the other battle rappers? Because here's the thing I don't like about that. They be very selective on who they chose to come real hard down on, man. And we know for the most part, Danny ain't even really built like that. But it seems like the ones who have a reputation of being built like that, they tend to be more lenient with going up against. So why is it that they so hard on Danny Myers, but want to be lenient on the other battle rappers who backed out of the battle? What about that?
Because we expected them to back out. We did not expect Danny to back out at all.
I would more so expect Danny to back out than them to back out. Come on now.
How?
He's been putting on for years. Because for the most part, bro, hold on. Because for the most part, I don't mean it's a no disrespectful way, but I don't know how else to say it.
Talk to him, True.
Listen, man. I'm trying to do this in the right way because I do like Danny, but
yo, you got to keep it real. Talk to him. Talk to him, Truth. Talk to
your pain,
him.
bro. Speak your pain.
Bro,
get the banner. Here, take it.
I'm gonna put it this way. He a few ants away from the picnic basket. I was just keeping it 100. So I expect this type of stuff from Danny because I know he can be easily persuaded because for the most part, he's not really built like that, man. Danny ain't built like that. So I'm not surprised. But why is it that people want to be more aggressive towards him when everybody know that about him? Everybody know that about him, man. Danny like one of the only ones. Okay, let me give you an example. Danny like one of the only ones that go to battles and don't have nobody in his corner. Usually everybody else that go to events got entourages backing them up, gassing their bars. Danny don't be having that.
Cause
Danny don't be having that with him.
He don't need all that, really.
It ain't about that he don't need it. He just ain't got it because, bro.
Truth. He a family man. Don't do that, Truth. Do not.
No, hold on, wait. But that's the very reason. But Truth, that's the very reason. All of what you're saying is the very reason why we wouldn't expect him to do all of that, because he loved it. He loved it too much.
Bro,
he loved it
man,
too much.
I tried to put this in. Bro, I tried to put this in a nice way. Bro, he's a simpleton. Who don't know that? Like, who don't know that, bro?
Yo,
he can rap very, very good. He can rap very, very good, but he's a simpleton, bro. He's a simpleton. So,
man,
no.
True.
Come on, now. They've been taking advantage of Danny his whole entire career, man.
Yo, make examples.
Come on, man.
Make examples.
Yeah, like, come on. Like,
what? Go to the back.
So why go? But I knew that, though. I knew they were gonna go more harder on Danny than any other battle rappers because he's a simpleton. I knew that, and they tend to want to go more harder for the weak than for the strong. So I knew he was gonna catch that slack like that.
I gotta cross.
Okay. Even though at the same time, I would say this. He waited for the last minute, and that just gave people a justified to do it. But I mean, you know, it's mixed up. I guess, man. I could see it a little bit.
Right.
I could see it. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna kick myself out of that one. So,
man, I wanted to ask you a question. Is Danny under contract with the URL, or he affiliate?
He's an affiliate.
Terrible. And on top of that, as an affiliate, even if you're a simpleton, you don't even have anything like legally like forcing you or pressuring you to do it, to go in agreement with this. I don't understand.
But look, they might have
I just don't.
They might have promised him Lux, Mook. They might have did that.
But they didn't put that in writing. Don't be dumb.
I mean,
yeah, that's a fact.
Right. Okay. Yeah, they writing and stuff like that, but you know.
So I can promise you the moon and the sun. It don't mean nothing. So no.
I mean,
yeah,
we'll find out.
No,
remember what they did to Mac Myron? Like Mac Myron over there, they gave him 2 years and he's not even really on anybody's card. I know. Well, he's on somebody's card now, but that's only for one round. So
if you read that contract, it didn't say that he couldn't do it though.
Yeah. Well, Danny Myers tried to say that his known impact was in jeopardy, but I don't believe that. Yeah, I don't believe that at all. So like URL is already struggling.
Why wouldn't you believe that? Seeing that these are the tactics that they do, why wouldn't you believe that, Solo?
Well, the reason why I don't believe that, because he said that like they wasn't going to do the battle. I mean, they wasn't going to have that battle go down, and I don't believe that they wasn't going to have that battle go down because it's so pivotal for the card. Like I just don't, and they're already struggling. URL is already struggling. They're not going to do that.
Why would that be a pivotal, bro? Why would that be a pivotal battle? That's not a pivotal battle. That's one of the most strangest matchups on that known card. Miss Hustle,
but they're all strange though.
Who is that? No, who's the all-star they going up against in that battle?
Wait, who are they going up against? Who are they going up against? Oh yeah, was it Miss Hustle? Who is it? Miss Hustle?
Miss Hustle and Danny Myers.
I think it was Calico and Hollow. I don't know.
They're not going up against Calico.
No, not good.
They're going up against.
Who was it?
They're going up against
DP and Rock. Yeah, I don't even know. I forgot.
Jerry West and somebody else.
No, it wasn't Jerry West. It
West
wasn't Jerry West.
and
It was
It's some name sort similar to that.
it's
dang
Jerry
somebody.
West versus um.
Dang, what is?
Let me look it up.
Go make
Cash.
sure y'all go get the app.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I know it's
It
very
actually slipped my mind. It's
Yeah, I know
crazy
it's
because I
very,
actually
y'all.
had
unorthodox.
That's the reason for you to get the app.
that. Man, dang, I had it on
Oh
my mind
man,
too. I'm
you
like,
gotta go to the app now. Then find out.
that's crazy. There's only one
You don't
way
even know. You
that
don't
you're
even
gonna
know
find out.
now. Now it
but
all
my
goes down
yeah.
Saturday. Shut
But nah, but
that
seriously, like
up.
I
Oh,
actually don't see them making no changes on that card, man. I just don't see URL making any changes on that card. like,
Yeah, but
like
they,
and, be,
they, they
and also they all have contracts. So like you you can't just say, okay, well, he breached a contract, so we can't obligate these contracts. Like, no, they got to obligate everybody's contract.
hey, Solo, look, listen. This gonna break the internet when Beasley do this. When he do this, when you think we was rivals, either the block captain
Yeah,
versus
yeah, yeah.
yo,
Easy want to go back so bad too. He want to go back, bro.
yeah, he gonna go back. You can't beat him, then join him.
Yeah,
Easy gonna go back. Easy gonna go back. Watch, they gonna yo. Easy is going back, y'all. I tell you, how long you think he gonna be doing all this, bro?
yeah.
yeah, he
Yeah,
definitely going. See, that's the thing I'm saying. Listen, man. This another thing I don't like about what the URL doing, because y'all are going to book him again. Easy. First of all, Easy didn't want to leave. The man still don't want to leave. The man hate that they even doing this to him. The man ain't even firing back at them like he should be firing back. He being so lenient. That just let
Yeah.
me know, like, yeah, he making sure he don't burn his bridges. He making sure
But
he
hey,
don't do nothing
hey,
wrong.
hey, hey,
Even though
remember
they
when they?
doing
for battle rap joint though.
bro,
I think
I
he's
listen. I'm
buying
gonna keep it 100 with you.
Oh,
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I
yeah.
can't be a sucker like that, bro. You just can't tear me down, attack me, try to destroy me, knocking down who you think I'm still in love with just to get back at me. Bro, you taking it too personal. Bro, you taking it too personal, man. For real. Like no. And you listen,
Yo,
man.
hold on, Troop. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Beasley hitting his chick
I don't know if
Yeah,
they still go
and
together, but
doing all of this.
man,
That's
T
bro,
Rex,
they
crazy.
don't,
T Rex. Am I
bro.
lying, Beasley?
Listen, they don't.
Wow, bro.
Listen,
Wow. See, dang,
shooter.
bro.
Let's just keep it 100, man. They don't like him. Beasley them already have a history with nailing her. How do you think things will be now? You think things gonna be now? And that's what dudes like to do the most, to try to get at somebody. Like, I'm gonna hit his chick. Watch. See what I'm saying? Especially when you already got the history with her. Come on, now let's just be honest. And I'm gonna keep it 100. He was off. Day league. She was still at the events.
Wow,
She was
bro.
still at the events.
Wow.
I'm talking about like at the events. He not there. No,
So do you
bro.
think
Come on, man.
the domestic against her, do you think he guilty of that?
The what?
The domestic, because I overheard that he put his hands on her.
Oh yeah, everybody know
Oh, the
that.
abuse. The
Yeah,
abuse.
yeah.
Yeah. I think for the majority of the people in battle rap, they literally actually they reached out to us and told us. I'm keeping
Yeah,
reliable sources.
yeah. They actually
So
seen it
so
too at
so yeah, I
the
definitely
Woman of the Year panel. They actually seen that.
right. Yeah, let's not play with that. That definitely was clear. You get what I'm saying? Like, that was already put out here. That was already made known. That man, bro, it's all type of video footage of. I saw some video footage that they sent me the man be on her like glue. I'm talking about she can't go nowhere without him being right there, like on some Michael Myers, Jason type stuff. Like, you know,
Dang.
how like,
You think that? Hey, you
hey,
think
hey, hey, hey,
that?
you know how like Michael Myers and Jason when
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
the person see him and then they take off running and look back and he gone and then he look back from was he right there? He was on that.
Yo, that
Like
cool
he
must
like
be
he
some
like he
pressure.
could edit and clip real life while it's happening. Like put
Yo.
himself right there. Like what you be doing with your camera, but real life while it's happening. I said, man,
Bro.
he ain't look, bro. I'm talking about they was in the studio, bro. It was some other guys in there. Bro, I'm talking about he made sure he wanted everybody to know like we go together. He couldn't go. Look, everywhere she tried to go, he was right there on her, like a shadow.
Wow.
Like her shadow even got mad.
On her.
Her and his shadow got to arguing. her shadow and him got to arguing. He's like, man,
Yo.
like,
Yo, that is
like
crazy.
I'm a shadow. I got to. It's a certain length I got to be. He shrunk the shadow. The shadow was midget.
Oh man, he had dog.
Keep it real.
You mean to tell me he acted like how Anwar should have treated Rita? Is what you said?
Rita don't play that.
Oh
Rita don't
wow,
play that.
that's crazy.
Hey, Rita don't play that. You know, Rita gets physical. She'll hit him. She'll hit him in front of people. Like
Wow.
she don't hide her domestic battery of anger on Anwar. She hit him in front of cops. She hit him from his relatives. He know. He trained. She trained him very well. He know not to get disrespectful in public. He know not to come around till she done.
He be like.
They said that one more time. He know
I'm
not to
coming,
come
Rita.
around. He know not to come around until she's done.
Yo.
Oh,
So who more?
Oh, man.
True. Who
Crazy.
more of the simp? Who more of the simp? Anwar or Danny?
Oh,
I'm gonna say
that's
Anwar.
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, she
He said Amber hit him up and be like, "Hey, you done?"
dressed him up in all type of pink jogging suits. She
Oh.
don't play. Like she treat him bad. Like I'm scared of Rita.
You is?
Yeah. When a woman got that much power, it's like Cleopatra type. It's like Jezebel. When you got power where you can make a man, she can make him walk here from Philly, like walk here.
Yo, her pussy got that much power?
And do something to me. He'll do it.
Yo,
He won't even think
dog,
about.
you think
He won't even
that
say,
pussy?
"Hey, he won't
You
try not to curse." Look, he won't even think about the time he gonna get. That's scary. When you got
Yo,
a person trained that bad, they willing to risk it all.
Yo, that pussy must be pressure though.
What?
Because you got that much control. What? That pussy must be pressure though.
He's still doing it. This brother right here, man.
I'm just saying that pussy must be some gas if you got that much control over Anwar to be like a genie. Like I'm just saying though, that is crazy. True, you know it is too. That's why you laughing. You know it is.
Nah, I actually just think Anwar's insecure, bro. I think he just insecure and feel like he can't get anybody else, and like this is the end of the road.
Again, solo. But what's crazy about that? He self-admitted that already, though. That's the crazy thing. That's what I mean by like, bro. He admitted that. He said he insecure. He said he feel uncomfortable around her with other guys. He didn't ever keep that no secret. That's when you know, like, dang, bro, like you really saying that? He didn't care. And he meant, I think it was a cry for help. That's one of the reasons why I tried to do certain blogs, because I know he was watching to give him advice on how to work that out. But you know, hey, she,
He,
hey,
hey,
she
you
gets
know he
physical.
hugging. Yeah, and he just be wrestling with twerk.
That was terrible.
Are we really gonna go into that? Oh my god.
Yo, he was wrestling with twerk,
I should have put a case
Oh
on
my
and
that.
he's
That was
god.
terrible.
smiling, bro.
You a grown man,
Hey,
dog. Why
you a
why
grown
you let
ass
him do that?
man.
Nah.
You a grown ass man, and
You
you
and you
smiling
laughing. You laughing while he's
because
sweating
he
like
on
that.
top of you. What kind of shit? Because you on top of twerk on top of you, and you smiling. What? Crazy. I want to
I'm
look.
trying.
Listen, that's a case itself. Is it not? Is it not
Speaking of
true?
cases, man,
Is
can
it
we
not?
Bro,
get back to the
Is it
cases?
not?
I'm I'm to the point when it comes to Anwar, bro.
You just accept it.
It ain't that I accept. I ain't the
Yeah.
one
Uh huh.
accepting it. He the
Uh huh.
one going through that. He accepting it. What I'm saying is, when it comes
Yeah.
to
You
him,
accept.
it's like, what else? What else could you say though? Like, what else could you actually really say? Like, what could you say? What could you say?
I don't know, bro. He was smiling when twerk was on top of him. He was laughing. Was it
Yeah,
not? Was it
yo,
not?
yo.
I'm saying.
I ain't seen
Was it
twerk.
not?
I saw twerk
Hey,
You ain't see that?
hey,
You ain't
remember
I
when
see
they
ain't
were
it?
at
seen
that
Doc
table,
Davis do
right?
that.
And who was it? It was dang, who was that? Henny Man.
Yeah.
When he was talking about what he would do, and he was like, "Man, that's fire, man. That's fire." what he would do to, what he would do to like he was talking about what he would do to a woman, and he was looking dead at Rita, and he was like, "Man, that's fire, man. That's fire."
And what did Rita look like? Rolling her eyes, smoking her
That's
blunt, like
crazy.
she always do,
No,
right?
she was laughing. She was smiling like she like I'ma look into
That
that
was
type stuff.
crazy, bro.
Like, that's crazy. I can't man, that I know
Man, I
people like
almost want to
that.
give Anwar a case.
Bro, I know people like that. I really know people in real life that's guilty of that and like that, man, and that's crazy. Yeah, I know people that actually really, really, really like that. That really do that. That's crazy. I've been in love many times. I believe, probably, maybe a few times. I just could never see myself so in love that I allow things like that. But again, that just be showing something to me, though, to some degree. I don't know, man.
Do you think like he's so much in love with Rita to the point where he lose self respect for himself?
Well,
You
that's
get
the
what I'm saying? Because
danger.
love can take you through that.
That's the danger of being in love. When you in love with somebody, uh uh when you in love with somebody, you tend to lose sight of yourself because you're so much in love with them. And
Yeah.
that's why patience play a big part in who you should give yourself to. Allow yourself the patience to know what you're getting involved with. Because once you start getting physical and sexually involved, emotion tend to become progressive very rapidly to the point where now you finding out things about them and you stuck. So you just want to just be careful with who you take your clothes off for. You know, that's crazy though. I can't see myself ever submitting myself under that type of. I can't do that for nothing in the world.
So you never got to that point in your
I could
whole life. You
I
never.
could never get to that point. I
Wow.
could never get to that point.
Right.
I
Yeah, I can
don't,
never get to that point neither.
bro. I done been in love probably. If I count how many times I've been in love my whole life, being 49, I'm talking about. I've been in love probably 4 times, maybe.
Mm.
Maybe 4.
Well, I think True froze. Well, he froze.
Yeah, because that's that love effect that he's